hot coming into this game, but even strength 73 goals on the season. That's bottom 4 in the NHL. Not a big area. They've been very productive at. They've been a bit better under Todd McClellan, so you still have to pay attention to a team that's trying to get back into that playoff race.
Puck dumped down to our left inside the Red Wings zone. Anton Lundell rolled it to the side of the Detroit net. The Red Wings will charge out of their own end. Here's Dylan Larkin up the right side. He'll delay a bit as he crosses the blue line. Sider backhand on goal, and Sergei Bobrovsky makes his first save of the hockey game. 15:05 left in the first. No score. Panthers and Detroit. What does it mean to feel welcome at Baptist Health? Making sure everyone feels cared for and cared about. Here the sun shines through each one of us as we stand by each one of you. Welcome to the warmer side of care. Welcome to Baptist Health. Well, Detroit, Billy, they've made this Atlantic race top to bottom a bit more interesting since Todd McClellan arrived on the scene.
Yeah, you take a look at what Montreal is doing. Ottawa, it's who expected Montreal to be hanging around the playoffs? All of a sudden, Detroit jumps back into the mix. It's interesting. Mo Sider, that lost shot on net. Hey, he's going to get a lot of ice time, around 25 minutes a night. He plays a heavy workload on the back end for the Wings.
Now the puck launched toward the net by Gustafsson. Couldn't sneak it through. Takes a bounce to the neutral zone, and Justin Hall sends it along the near side. Panthers will bring it out. Here's Nate Schmidt. Right side, Mackie Samoskevich to the offensive end in front, and Bennett crashing in. Bumps Cam Talbot. Eased up a bit there. The Red Wings get a clear, and down to our right, this one's going to roll. Mikola He'll race after it, couldn't clear. Side of the net, jamming away was Alex DeBrincat. Sergei Bobrovsky weathers the storm there.
That's a hit from behind.
A hit from behind, and he didn't even have the puck, and now Gustafsson.
That was a late call, but they made it.
And it was Gustafsson on Luostarinen over on the far boards. Not only was it from behind, but Eetu Luostarinen never had the puck either.
Yeah. Interference, hit, whatever.
So it'll be Eric Gustafsson going off.
Gina Bear, our referee, was the first one to call it, but it was late. I was waiting for a call, and finally the arm went up. Maybe there was enough barking from Paul Maurice on the bench, but that was definitely a penalty. Interference against Gustafsson. You could have called a multitude of things against Gustafsson. And the power play, first power play of the game goes to the Panthers. They like that. Panthers got to stay on the box. They've been 34 shorthanded 34 times the last 8 games. They've been getting the physical on the feisty side of that, but they get the first crack at it tonight on the power play.
Panthers power play is presented by Seminole Casino, Coconut Creek. Gustafsson goes off. Panthers power play set in the league at 25.4%, 0 for 1 last time out against the Devils. As Verhaeghe plays it around far corner. Kachuk in front off the skate of Sider into the near corner. It goes. Sider tracks it down, and he will punch it all the way down. The Red Wings penalty kill second to last in the league, 68.5%. They were 0 for 1 last game.
Their power play's good. Their penalty kill is drastically the opposite.
Their power play second best in the league. Their penalty kill second worst in the league. Up the right side, here's Kachuk down to the far corner. Panthers down to our left of the offensive end. Kachuk slides it out front. A funny bounce. That may have glanced off the iron. Puck to the near corner. Verhaeghe along the near boards has control. Down low, gets a feedback from Barkov. Verhaeghe up top. Nate Schmidt, right side into the circle. Kachuk backpedals a bit, looks rink wide. Verhaeghe top of the near circle. Verhaeghe, Schmidt, one-timer, wide off a bounce. Verhaeghe a drive, and that one wide. May have deflected off something on the way. Over on the far side of the ice, the puck picked up and sent all the way down by the forward Michael Rasmussen for Detroit.
Pretty passive penalty kill by the Wings. You can see why they're maybe not confident in it. When you're confident, you see a lot of teams just pressure all the time. They just sit back in that four-man box. Let you work it around to the outside. Not a lot of pressure from the Wings on their penalty kill.
Panthers with the second unit on now. 49 seconds left in the man advantage. Presented by Seminole Casino, Coconut Creek. Near side of the ice, Justin Hall fails to clear. Uvis Balinskis near point. Balinskis down to the corner. Kachuk. Balinskis here on the near side. Looks across. Evan Rodriguez. Top of the right circle. Hands to Sam Bennett. Backs out to the right point. Bennett top of the right circle. A shot. And that one hit a man out front. Hall's taken out.
Kelly's coming up against Rodriguez.
Yep, he took Justin Hall down. The puck sent out of the Panthers zone down to our right. And as soon as Bobrovsky touches up,
4-on-4 hockey for a little bit when we get back.
20 seconds of 4-on-4 hockey on tap. 12:48 left in the first period. Here's the call. So 12:48 left in the first, no score. The officials tonight, the referees Brandon Schrader and Jean Hébert, the linesman Andrew Smith and Ben O'Quinn. And we'll have a draw coming up far circle down to our right. Billy, Eric Gustafsson's in the box for Detroit. And before the game, just looking through things. He's the Boston Bruins away from covering the entire original six in his career. That's not easy to do.
He's been his 9th year in the league. He's played for 8 teams. 9, and he's played for 5 and 6 of the original 6. I guess we're not going to break. I'm sorry about that. We're going 5-on-4 here, 4-on-4 for 20 seconds, and the Panthers will enjoy a power play.
So, Don Sweeney, if you're listening, do us a favor at some point and bring him in for a game or two so he can cover all the original.
They could use that on the power play.
Yeah, wouldn't hurt him. Here's Barkov through the neutral zone, heads in left circle, peels off near board, sends it around, far side of the ice, picked up by Reinhart, and then he'll fling it down behind the net. So the Panthers now down a man for the 94 seconds. Bouncing puck here on the near side of the ice. Mo Sider will drag it along. For Detroit, they're onto the power play now. We just talked about where their penalty kill has lacked this season. Their power play has been the opposite.
And I did a little tape work on them on the NHL Network and went through their power play, and they zip it around quickly. There is no hesitation, and they move it side to side, get the penalty killers moving around. So if you're the Panthers, you've got to be on high alert and not try and get caught out of your lanes.
Looking good so far. 65 seconds to go in the Detroit power. The corner, Bjornfoot. He'll be tied up, gives to Lundell, and he rifles one all the way down the ice to our left to eat up a bit of time here. 54 seconds in the Red Wings power play. Evan Rodriguez off for a trip.
You can see how much more pressure-orientated the Panthers' penalty kill is. Now, putting it back on the puck, they're after the Panthers.
Detroit works in. Rasmussen around the end boards. Tarasenko to the end wall, picked up by Comfer, and then over on that far side, Berggren to the line, a drive, and Gustafson's attempt to flex away. Here on the near side, Tarasenko. Out to the line, Gustafson. Left side, Berggren, a shot, he scores. A power play goal for Detroit. They lead 1-0. 11-12 left in the first. And we talked about how dangerous that Detroit power play could be, and that time it was just a wrist shot from Berggren out of that far circle.
They do a good job of winning the foot race behind the back of the net and just get it back, and it's about puck retrieval. This second unit came out, and it was dangerous. They're able to retrieve a couple of pucks. Gustafson gets it up high on the side to Berggren, and he comes down to the top of the left face-off circle, left-handed shot, and just lets it go. It's Berggren against goaltender Bobrovsky, and that's one you like. It's a power play goal, but that's one Bobrovsky knows he's probably got to come up with. That's a save. Wrist shot from the top of the face-off circle. He's set, ready in the position. Just Berggren beats him cleanly with that wrist shot.
Down to our left, back behind the Red Wings net. Evan Rodriguez jumps on control of the puck, drags it off to the far boards, out to the right point, slips it down low, and Edmondson able to stop it up for the Red Wings. He'll push it up the far side, looks for Veleno, bounces away, and Balinskis will slam it down to the near corner. A race for it down here on the near side to our left. Albert Johansson up the near side, and the puck play to the neutral zone by Christian Fisher, whipped right back in. Now the Red Wings look to clear once more, and they eventually do get the puck to the neutral zone. Here's Bjornfoot from the top of the Panthers logo at center. He'll drive it down to our left. Panthers get some fresh legs out there. Here on the near side, it's Johansson. Edmondson then behind the net. Pass near side. Johansson into the neutral zone. That takes a bounce over the Panthers line. Nate Schmidt. Quick pass on the counterattack. In go the Panthers left side. It's Reinhart across. Then Tkachuk tried to zip it to the net. Blocked Schmidt on it. Then he'll bank it off the near boards. Mikula drive, and that's loose out front. Reinhart, Schmidt, right point. Low shot just wide. Tracked down as Mikula pinches in. He'll hammer it around the end board. Schmidt able to get across to keep it in. Down to the far corner for Mikula. He was tied up. Sider pokes it around to the near corner. And the Red Wings unable to get it out. It was Johansson who tried to clear. Now Schmidt at the line. Looks off to Mikula, far side. High slot Reinhart. His pass back is taken away. In Detroit, a 2-on-1 coming back. Tarasenko looks out front, but Berggren never received the pass. Nico Mikkola on the recovery. He got back to break up that feed. Back go the Panthers. Reinhart far circle a shot, and a stick save is made by Talbot. Into the corner, Sider bumped by Tkachuk, but the Red Wings grab control. Here's Lucas Raymond out to center ice. He'll streak in for the Red Wings. Sends it down far corner. 9:20 left here in the first. 1-0 Red Wings in front as Gus Forsling plays it up the far boards. Anton Lundell looks cross ice. Verhaeghe on the wing. Left side of the circle. A shot. A save made by Talbot. Now out of the far corner, Jesper Boquist looks to center. Pass bounces out to the far point. Kulikov. Then it's Verhaeghe right. Circle a shot. Save a rebound. They scored at the side of the net. Anton Lundell was whacking away. He gets a piece of it. And this game is tied up at 1.
This has been the engine that's been driving the bus so far for the Panthers. This line of Boquist, Verhaeghe, and Lundell, and they're able to keep it down low. Verhaeghe just walks out, and Verhaeghe's had a couple of glorious scoring chances early on, and this one's another tasty one as he's able to walk out of that corner. Poor coverage by Sherratt. As Sherratt gets beaten on a one-on-one move, that leaves some open space for Verhaeghe to get that shot off, and it just glanced off Lundell on the side of the net in behind the goaltender Talbot, and that Boquist, Verhaeghe, Lundell line again lighting the lamp. How instrumental have they been for the Panthers since they've been put together?
Oh, they've been great since they've been put together as a line, and all three of them have that in their DNA to just get on pucks in a hurry. Down to the right to Brinkett, getting there first to negate a potential icing. He's been tied up by Kulikov. 2-on-2 battle on the end boards. Forsling here on the near side. Tries to roll it along. Patrick Kane holding it in for Detroit. Out to the line, Hall. Across far side, Gustafsson. Takes it down to the far corner. Back up top. Here's a shot to Brinkett. That one pinballs wide. Gustafsson in the near circle. Up top, Hall. Long shot that's well wide of the net. Far side of the ice. Sam Bennett keeps it away from DeBrincat. Bennett was taken down. No call on the play. Meanwhile, the puck backhanded up the far side by Forsling. Kept in by DeBrincat and shoveled back down behind the net. 8:05 to go first period. A tussle over on that far side. Bennett will give to Kulikov off the glass all the way down, and we will have an icing call. 7:55 to go in the first. 1-1 is the score. Panthers fans score big on game day with Stoner's Pizza. Buy a large cheese and pepperoni pizza, get one free. Order online at stonerspizzajoint.com using code GOCAT. Stoner's Pizza is the official pizza of the Florida Panthers. Online only. Price and participation may vary.
Thought it went off Lundell's body. He's able to just kind of fire poker with his stick on the side of the net to get that goal, and good to see those guys going again. They just play in straight lines, and there's an intensity and ferociousness that all three of those guys combined with, and it has been a supreme, unlikely combination for Paul Reese.
So in go the Red Wings near side. Casper up the boards. Down to the corner, Raymond and Mikkola, they battle for the loose puck. Back to help out with the Panthers. Barkov got it to the line, not out of the zone. Slam back down low by Johansson. Around the end boards, Raymond. Far point, Edmondson. Long shot, loose in front, spun to the net, but unable to get it through out in front of the goal. That was Larkin, and now the Panthers able to get it out. 7:19 to play here in the first period. 1-1 the score. Schmidt rolls it along, stopped up by Edmondson. Up the far side. This one's angled deep into the Panthers zone. Schmidt back for it. Up the far side, Rasmussen. He'll hammer it around the end boards. Near side, Sider rolls it out the line. Long shot from Veleno. That didn't get through. Matthew Tkachuk over on the far side. Feeds Barkov up the right side. Here's Nico Mikkola. Gives to Reinhart, and then across the ice to Barkov. Works in over the Detroit line. Backhanded down along the near side after it for the Panthers. Nate Schmidt pinching in. He's tied up by Rasmussen, and then the Red Wings able to get it out. Down to our right, Veleno to Fisher. Christian Fisher in front. A chance. In a save made by Bobrovsky that time as he stopped Ben Sherratt, the defenseman, creeping in. And now a loose puck in that far corner is settled by Schmidt. Tkachuk back to Schmidt.
Panthers wingers didn't get back in time, and all of a sudden Sherratt jumped up in the play. He was able to take that cross-ice pass, and this time Bobrovsky comes over, squares up, and gets aggressive well out of his blue paint to make that save.
Now the Red Wings another chance. Copper cruising in. Pete out front. Intercepted nicely by Bjornfoot, but then he wasn't able to get it out. A hard hit laid on over on that far side by Nosek against Berggren. A.J. Greer gets a clear out to center ice. Evan Rodriguez zigs and zags into the offensive end. Back Backs off to the near point, sends it down and around. Far corner, Greer after it. Then behind the net, this one's picked up by Hall for Detroit. Up the boards, and Bergeron will send it to the neutral zone. 5:49 to go first period. 1-1 is the score. Kulikov across center. He'll send it down and around. Gustafson, far side, and he's going to be run into immediately by Anton Lundell. Pass out to the near point. Rodriguez to Forsling. Long shot, well wide off a deflection. Far corner, picked up by DeBrincat. Handed straight on. And up the ice go the Detroit Red Wings now. It's Patrick Kane up the near side for Andrew Kopp. Down here in the near corner, then Kopp able to find it in front. A chance, and DeBrincat collides with Bobrovsky as well as Jesper Boquist. Puck to the corner. Red Wings working around. It's Johansson. He gives to Patrick Kane down here to the near corner. Kopp left it for Kane. Kane backs out to the near point. Backhand down to the corner then. And Kopp held up by Jesper Boquist behind the net. Now Kulikov in there, takes a shove from DeBrincat. Kane tried to pass out front. Forsling broke that up. Gives on to Anton Lundell. He tried to spring it ahead for Carter Verhaeghe. That pass didn't connect. And then Johansson will angle one down to our right. Deep inside the Panthers zone. Nico Mikkola back fourth. It's been a swiftly moving period. We haven't gotten a media timeout yet.
Awesome back check there by Boquist to get back. Panthers got 4 players caught on the right side of the ice. And it was wide open in front to Brinkett. And then Boquist was able to get back and just shove him out of the way at the last second. Yeah, have you ever gone a full period without media timeout?
I don't think I've ever seen it. The puck played up the near side. And it was the Detroit Red Wings, Dylan Larkin, handing it on from Moose Sider. It's dumped down to our right. Around the end boards it goes, and pressuring in there for Detroit, far side of the ice. That was the forward Casper. The Panthers break away with it. Bennett on to Luostarinen, rolled over the Red Wing line, turned on by Sherratt. Back out to center ice. This one carried in by Detroit's Marco Casper. Rolled down to the near corner. Casper went for the big hit against Balinskis and got all glass. The Panthers bring it out quickly. It's Barkov through center ice. In over the offensive line. Right side, Tkachuk to the circle. A wrist shot. And this one off a body out front. It's loose, covered by Talbot. 3:41 to go first period. 1-1 is the score. And with that, we will step aside and bring it back for more in just a moment. 3:41 to go in the first. 1-1 the score. Panthers and the Red Wings on the Florida Panthers Radio Network, presented by Baptist Health.
I feel winter coming, South Florida, but it's not just the cooler weather. I'm talking about Celsius Arctic 5. Its icy chill, frozen berry flavor will keep you energized throughout whatever the season brings. Refresh your energy with zero sugar, essential vitamins, and proven ingredients. Celsius Energy Drinks.
Tabanero Hot Sauce is bringing the heat to the rink this game day, folks. As the official hot sauce of the Florida Panthers, enjoy Tabanero today at any concession stand at the Amerant Bank Arena. We've got it in every flavor. Original, sweet and spicy, curry habanero, and extra hot. Their premium sauce blends are crafted right here in South Florida from all-natural, locally sourced ingredients. And the party doesn't have to stop after the stadium. Take Tabanero home with you by visiting your local Florida retail stores. Savor the flavor of Tabanero.
Celsius has been dropping new flavors, and one of the latest is Cosmic Vibe. It's a vibrant and juicy fruit punch that I'm going to go ahead and say is out of this world. Refresh your energy with zero sugar, essential vitamins, and proven ingredients. Celsius Energy Drinks.
Have you heard about El Car Wash? The official car wash of the Florida Panthers. For less than the price of a tank of gas, you can enjoy unlimited express car washes at all 40-plus locations from Miami to Palm Beach to Naples and Orlando. If you are on your way to work, having a night on the town, or just need the refreshing feeling of a sparkly clean car, come through one of our eco-friendly and state-of-the-art locations for a high-quality, fast, and fun wash. Visit lcarwash.com to find the location nearest you. Join, wash, save. El Car Wash. Feel good. Drive clean.
3:41 to go, first period. 1-1 is the score. It's the Panthers and the Detroit Red Wings here this evening at Amerant Bank Arena in Sunrise. Panthers fans, get ready to celebrate your team in style. Every time the Panthers score 3 or more in a game, you can score 2. Head over to Pliables the next day, rock in your Panthers gear, and enjoy a free Panthers Mood Color Bowl. Pliables, your slice of summer anytime. So 1-1 the score. Face-off, far circle down to our left. And Anton Lundell will lean in for the draw against Comfer. Comfer pulls it back. Sider, near corner, lays it out to center ice. And Uvis Balinskis will have it here along the near side. On for Verhaeghe then. Up the near side, rolling puck. Verhaeghe stays with it, pounds it to the corner. It's Jesper Boquist back behind the net. Puck rolls off to the far side. Anton Lundell is there. He'll back out toward the line. Bump by Seider. Got it down low, and Verhaeghe has it in the far circle. Out to Bjornfoot. Near circle, Bjornfoot dropped it back. Verhaeghe a drive, and that one whipped wide. And then a penalty. No, the Panthers may have gotten away with one of the offensive in there. One of our officials' arms looked like it was starting to go up, but not for that reason. The puck played down toward the net by Balinskis. Deflects back behind the goal. Lundell rims it out to the far point. Ubas Balinskis covering. He'll hammer it down low. And over on that far side, Lundell. Oh, Ubas Balinskis just absolutely blasted a man over there on the far side of the ice. That was Patrick Kane.
No, it was Berggren.
That was Berggren actually got a hold of over there right for the bench. They were in the midst of a change. And
Berggren got the full blunt of that one. Coming up the wall and not quite prepared for it. Ubas Balinskis. Just a heavy collision. And this is where the Panthers, too, also got to be very physical. Most hits in the NHL belong to the Panthers. On the other side, not a very physical team in Detroit. Get in the face, muddy it up, make it tough. Get through them. Much like we saw in the Jersey game. I know Jersey had some pushback, but you push against this Wings team hard and make some checks like that, there's a good chance some players on their side might disappear.
Here's Forsling down to the near corner. And that's been something with this Detroit team the last couple of years. They've had some guys come in and out, but it's been a lot of finesse.
Yeah, there's no one here. I mean, Mo Seider, I give him credit. He blocks a lot of shots. He'll hit everything. But as far as like total overall team toughness, they've just been too easy to play against the last couple of years. Maybe that is the big reason of bringing in Todd McClellan.
Here's Barkov up the near side. He'll take it down to the corner, then back behind the net, pass right, circle a shot, and that attempt from Reinhart deflects off a Red Wing high in the air, up the line, Forsling a drive. That misses wide, rims out along the far boards, and Dmitry Kulikov will play it down to the far corner. Tkachuk there with about 2 minutes to play here in the first period. Reinhart off the back of the net. Has control, gives to Barkov here in the near corner. Barkov, Reinhart, near point, Forsling. He looks around the offensive end, long wrist shot wide off a deflection. Barkov, side of the net, into the far circle. Banks it out to Kulikov, far point. Long drive into the midsection of Talbot. And the goaltender will hang on. 1:42 to go first period. 1-1 is the score. Panthers and the Red Wings here this evening at Amerant Bank Arena in Sunrise. We'll bring it back in just a moment. It's the Florida Panthers Radio Network presented by Baptist Health.
Hockey fans, please welcome your Florida Panthers dance team.
Yeah, we didn't get it last season.
Hey Panthers fans, looking for an unforgettable group experience? Team up and score more with Florida Panthers group tickets. Whether it's for corporate outings, school trips, or a fun night out with friends, nothing beats the excitement of live hockey at Amerant Bank Arena. Get exclusive benefits like ticket savings, priority seating, and access to VIP experiences. Don't miss out on the action. Secure your group spot today. Visit FloridaPanthers.com or call 954-835-PUCK to learn more.
Just like being on the ice, parenthood is full of thrills, spills, and even chills. But whether it's illness or injury, our pediatric experts at Broward Health are ready to assist with a broad range of specialty care for your child. As the official pediatric hospital of the Florida Panthers, we know keeping kids healthy and happy is a team effort, and we're always on your team. Broward Health, well into your future. Panthers fans, score big on game day at Stoner's Pizza. Every game day, buy a large cheese or pepperoni pizza and get one of the same variety free. With fresh ingredients and daily handmade dough, Stoner's Pizza is the perfect pairing for puck drop. Order in-store or online at stonerspizzajoint.com and use code GOCATS. Stoner's Pizza, the official pizza of the Florida Panthers. Price participation may vary. Limited time offer.
1:42 to go, first period, 1-1. Panthers and the Detroit Red Wings here this evening at Amerant Bank Arena in Sunrise. Hockey season's here. SeatGeek is the official ticketing partner of the Panthers. Get all your Panthers tickets and more from the #1 ticketing site. That's SeatGeek, your ticket to great seats. Panthers and the Ducks Saturday. That's the next game for the Panthers. FloridaPanthers.com, SeatGeek.com, 954-835-PUCKS. Get your tickets and ice and cold against Detroit. It's the renewal of the 1993 expansion rivalry.
Yeah.
And the Panthers and the Ducks will actually see each other 2 straight games. The Panthers open up that next road trip in Anaheim coming up on Tuesday.
We've had a lot of those back-to-backs. They're kind of strange this year. And the Ducks are pretty good. They've been rolling along, and they've been playing some good hockey. You can't take them lightly. Let's put it that way.
Off the draw, here's Mackie Samoskiewicz's shot, fought off by Talbot. Into the near corner it goes. Nikola down to Bennett. Here on the near side, Bennett swerves away from some pressure, rolls it back behind the net. Puck poked up the far side by Ben Sherrod, who got a stick in the lane, kept in. Schmidt then to Luostarinen, off to Nikola. The puck knocked away by Patrick Kane. He'll play it to the neutral zone. DeBrink it up the far side. Looked to roll one along for Kopp. Couldn't get it to him. Schmidt picks it off. Gives on to Samoskiewic. Right side cruising in for the Panthers. High slot. Holds and then couldn't get the shot away. Recovers possession. Feed across off a Red Wing stick. Bounces Kulikov. Will rip it in down to our left. 55 seconds to go first period. 1-1 is the score. Panthers and the Detroit Red Wings here this evening. Joe Henson up the near side. Got it into the Panthers zone. Forsling tapped it on for Barkov. Barkov right to left across your radio. Pass on the near side. Reinhart backhand feed cross ice intercepted. And Edvinsson will send it out of the zone. Around center ice, a battle for a loose puck. Kasper leans into Barkov over on that far side. The Red Wings charge in. Raymond makes the move. Couldn't get the shot away. Stays with it. Rolling puck. Side of the net. Bobrovsky there to cover. Kulikov and Raymond. A little bit of shoving back in behind the goal. 24.6 seconds left in the first period. 1-1 is the score.
Not very much to offer, but Raymond's been one of their best players, and he tries to dance around Forsling there. Forsling gets just enough of him with his rear end to stop the momentum of Lucas Raymond. And Raymond's been a story this year. He leads the Red Wings in scoring. He led the Red Wings in scoring last year, which is a big thing because Larkin, 5 to 6 years before that, has led Larkin Premier League. Has always been forefront and center, but Lucas Raymond might be the new point getter on the King of the Hill, and he comes into this one playing some spectacular hockey of late. 14 points in the 9 games since Todd McClellan took over. Over on the far boards, inside the Panthers zone, down to our right, Jesper Boquist looks to clear, kept in by Comfer. Then Berggren to Tarasenko, bumped by Nico Mikkola. Nate Schmidt comes up with control, didn't clear it by Comfer. To the line, Seider, 6 seconds in the period. Seider turns it to the net, glove safe, Bobrovsky, he'll hold it with 2.3 on the clock here in the opening frame. Panthers and the Red Wings tied at 1. There's nothing, Detroit doesn't have to get, you don't see the heavy checking, the pressure to get after it, maintain that zone time. Down at the other end, you see how the Panthers work, they dump it in, they get into there, and they're used to it. It's their game style, and so far in this first period, Detroit just hasn't had the puck much. They've had a couple of opportunities kind of off the rush in that one power play goal, but outside of that, the Panthers have just been toying with the puck and playing in Detroit's end, and solid first period for the Panthers. Paul Maurice comes out. I know they give up that power play goal, but this is exactly what you wanted, coming out and having a good start.
And a shot from Seider wide. That's it for the opening frame. 1-1 through 20 minutes of play. Panthers and the Detroit Red Wings through one period of action. Folks, the Panthers and the Red Wings meeting for the first time this season. Billy, I know you just summed up some of it there, but what do you look for coming up in period number 2?
Just keep going after. The Panthers are really good in the face-off circle, and they control a lot of the pace of the play, and that Boquist, Verhaeghe, Lundell line continues to put goals on the board. It's just remarkable. Again, Verhaeghe was noticeable, had that post on that turnover by Patrick Kane, and then had some room, walked out, time and space against Sherratt, lets it go, goes offside net. Lundell just kind of forks it into the net. This Red Wings power play now, 15 for 31 under Todd McClellan with that power play goal. Berggren, the second unit. What's good about their power play is what maybe could translate over into their 5-on-5 play is what I really noticed is that they get after it. We saw it on the puck retrievals on that Berggren goal. There was a couple of loose pucks, and they were the first men on it and got it back, and they took the shots. If they played like that with that 5-on-5 mentality, they might have a little bit more success. But this is trending this way. Panthers are one of the best puck possession teams in the NHL. Detroit is not. Detroit has been bolstered by their power play. They score goals and kind of live or die as their power play goals at even strength. 29th in the NHL, 73 goals scored at 5-on-5. That's been a problem area right from the start. Getting outshot is a common theme for Detroit. Some areas that they have to fix. There's some holes in it. But if the Panthers, if you get after this team and just keep pressuring them, forecheck, we saw that big hit by Uvis Balinskis. More the same of that. And this is a Red Wings team that just, in my opinion, doesn't offer a lot of pushback. if you push them hard and grind them hard, it's going to be tough to stay with the Panthers for 3 periods.
Panthers and the Red Wings tied at 1 through 20 minutes of play. Have you heard about El Car Wash, the official car wash of the Panthers? For less than the price of a tank of gas, you can enjoy unlimited express car washes at all 60-plus locations from Miami to Palm Beach to Naples to Orlando. Come through one of our eco-friendly and state-of-the-art locations. For a high-quality, fast and fun wash, go to elcarwash.com to find the location nearest you. Join Wash Save. El Car Wash. Feel good. Drive clean. We'll step aside. We'll come back. Kevin Rogers has a look at what's going on here, what's going on elsewhere. Lots to get to in our first intermission show. Panthers and the Red Wings, 1-1 through 20 on the Florida Panthers Radio Network, presented by Baptist Health.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
We just want to have enough money for retirement.
And travel to visit our grandchildren.
I understand. That's why at Fisher Investments, we start by getting to know each other, so I can learn about your family, lifestyle, goals, and needs, allowing us to tailor your portfolio.
What about commission-based products?
We don't sell those. We're a fiduciary, obligated to act in your best interest.
So how do your management fees work?
We have a simple management fee based on the value of your portfolio, so we do better when you do better.
We appreciate that kind of transparency.
We also check in with you regularly to keep you up to date on the markets and your portfolio.
What other services do you offer?
As a client, you have access to resources on investing, financial planning, estate planning, Social Security, Medicare, and more.
Wow, it sounds like Fisher Investments has everything we need.
At Fisher Investments, we're clearly different. Learn more at FisherInvestments.com.
Investing in securities involves the risk of loss.
First intermission coming up as the Panthers and the Red Wings all knotted up at 1. We'll look back at the goals and more coming up next right here on the Florida Panthers Radio Network, presented by Baptist Health.
Let's talk goals. You don't have to be a professional athlete to achieve them. You just need the right partner for the assist. And when it comes to your facility's landscape, there's no one better than Brightview, the official lawn care partner of the Florida Panthers. Go to brightview.com to see how our commercial landscape services can help you achieve your goals. Or call 844-235-7778 to set up your free consultation. That's 844-235-7778 or brightview.com.
We have some breaking news that you Panthers fans are going to want to hear. It's official. SeatGeek is now the official ticketing partner of the Florida Panthers. That's right. The deal is finalized, and SeatGeek is the newest member of the Panthers family. If you haven't heard the name yet, get used to it, because you'll be hearing it a lot more this season. SeatGeek, the new official ticketing partner of the Florida Panthers. Your ticket to great Panthers seats.
Every Stanley Cup champion started somewhere. Begin your championship journey with the Florida Panthers Learn to Play. Learn to Play is designed to introduce the game of ice hockey to boys and girls ages 5 to 9. For only $250, each participant will receive 6 weeks of on-ice training from Florida Panthers alumni and USA Hockey certified coaches, as well as a custom-fitted free set of ice hockey equipment that they can keep at the program's conclusion. For sign-up, location, and scheduling information, visit floridapanthers.com/learn-to-play. Hey Panthers fans, get ready to score big with Jiffy Lube, the official oil change of your Florida Panthers. Just like our team on the ice, we're faster than ever. Skate by for an oil change or any other vehicle maintenance service you may need. You never need an appointment. Keep your ride as strong as our Panthers. We're here to keep you moving. For coupons and locations, go to JiffyLubeSpecials.com. Jiffy Lube, the official oil change of the Florida Panthers.
This is the first intermission report on the Florida Panthers Radio Network.
Presented by Baptist Health.
First intermission underway from Amerant Bank Arena. Panthers won, the Red Wings won. Kevin Rogers with you. First meeting between these two Atlantic Division rivals this season. They won't see each other again until April. April 6th in Detroit, April 10th back in Sunrise. So the Panthers enter the night 1 point back of the Maple Leafs for first in the Atlantic Division. Toronto is in action tonight against New Jersey. We'll tell you about their game coming up in the JetBlue out-of-town scoreboard. Red Wings, meanwhile, 44 points, second to last in the Atlantic, but they've won 7 of 8, so they've turned things around after a slow start. Sergei Bobrovsky starting in net for the Panthers tonight. Cam Talbot in for the Red Wings. And Detroit, who has been great on the power play of late, less than 9 minutes in, they would strike first and take a 1-0 lead.
Here on the near side, Tarasenko. Out to the line, Gustafsson. Left side, Berger, a shot, he scores. A power play goal for Detroit. They lead 1-0. 11-12 left in the first. And we talked about how dangerous that Detroit power play could be. And that time, it was just a wrist shot from Berggren out of that far circle.
Jonathan Berggren, with his 7th goal on the season, comes on the power play. Eric Gustafsson, and one-time Panther. Well, last year's a Stanley Cup champion team. Vladimir Tarasenko assisting, 8:48 into the first, giving the Red Wings a 1-0 lead. However, a little more than 2 minutes later, Anton Lundell, who's been big in the shootout recently, helped beat the Penguins, also against the Devils. This time he would score a goal in regulation as he would even things up at 1 apiece.
Now out of the far corner, Jesper Boquist looks to center. Pass bounces out to the far point. Kulikov. Then it's for Hagee right. Circle a shot. Save a rebound. They scored at the side of the net. Anton Lundell was whacking away. He gets a piece of it. And this game is tied up at 1.
Anton Lundell scoring his 10th goal of the season as he becomes the 7th Panther this year already with 10 goals. Jesper Boquist the other night became the 6th by getting his 10th of the season as Lundell with that goal at the 11:01 mark of the first period. Carter Verhaeghe and Dmitry Kulikov assisting. That would tie things up at 1 apiece. That's where we sit now after a very fast first period. And the Panthers and Red Wings all knot up at 1. Sergei Bobrovsky saw just 6 shots on net. He made 5 saves. Cam Talbot, the former L.A. King, New York Ranger, now with Detroit, 10 saves on 11 shots inside the Red Wings net. Detroit comes in 8-8-2 on the road this season. Panthers 12-8-2 on home ice. And the Panthers are back in action coming up on Saturday as they welcome in the Anaheim Ducks. And then the Panthers will hit the road as they'll go out west for the final time this season. And it starts in Anaheim on Tuesday against the Ducks. So a little back-to-back with the Ducks. And then Wednesday in L.A. against the Kings. And then on Saturday, the Panthers will be in Northern California against the Sharks, followed by a Sunday meeting with the Vegas Golden Knights, a rematch of the Stanley Cup Final from 2 seasons ago. And that's it as far as the West Coast trips for the rest of the season, which is really good news. Coming up next, we will take a look at the JetBlue out-of-town scoreboard, also South Florida sports scene. All that is up ahead. Panthers won. The Red Wings won after 1 at Amerant Bank Arena right here on the Florida Panthers Radio Network, presented by Baptist Health.
We often welcome people as a standard greeting. It's become as common as greeting another with a hello. At Baptist Health, being welcome has far deeper meaning. So welcome to the warmer side of care, where we advance innovation and treatments through research while educating the next generation of experts, all close to home. Here, the sun shines through each one of us as we stand by each one of you. Welcome to the warmer side of care. Welcome to Baptist Health.
Let's talk goals. You don't have to be a professional athlete to achieve them. You just need the right partner for the assist. And when it comes to your facility's landscape, there's no one better than Brightview, the official lawn care partner of the Florida Panthers. Go to brightview.com to see how our commercial landscape services can help you achieve your goals. Or call 844-235-7778 to set up your free consultation. That's 844-235-7778 or brightview.com.
Have you heard about El Car Wash, the official car wash of the Florida Panthers? For less than the price of a tank of gas, you can enjoy unlimited express car washes at all 40-plus locations from Miami to Palm Beach to Naples and Orlando. If you are on your way to work, having a night on the town, or just need the refreshing feeling of a sparkly clean car, come through one of our eco-friendly and state-of-the-art locations for a high-quality, fast, and fun wash. Visit lcarwash.com to find the location nearest you. Join, wash, save. El Car Wash. Feel good. good, drive clean. Cheers to champions. Manos Wine has teamed up with the Florida Panthers to celebrate the 2024 Stanley Cup champions. Introducing our exclusive collection of deep-etched, hand-painted wines and sparkling metallic red bubbly, each featuring unique championship designs. Whether you're toasting to victory at home or celebrating with friends, these limited edition bottles are a must-have for every Panthers fan. Shop now at manoswine.com or find us at your local liquor store. Raise your glass to the champions, because every victory deserves a great wine.
First intermission continues at Amerant Bank Arena. Panthers won, the Red Wings won. Kevin Rogers with you. Let's take a look now at the JetBlue out-of-town scoreboard. JetBlue, you above all. And the Panthers beginning the night 1 point back of the Maple Leafs for the top spot in the Atlantic Division. And good news, Toronto trails New Jersey after 20 minutes of play at home. 1-0. Jack Hughes is 18th of the season for the Devils. Capitals and Senators scoreless through 1 in Ottawa. The next opponent for the Panthers, who we'll see twice over the next week, the Anaheim Ducks. They're in Tampa tonight taking on the Lightning, and they're all knotted up at 1 apiece at the first intermission. Columbus has struck twice in the first period as they lead San Jose 2-0 after 1 there at Nationwide Arena. Flyers and Islanders are scoreless, 11 minutes to go in the first period in New York. Coming up at 8 o'clock, a handful of matchups. The Flames and Blues in St. Louis. They just met 2 nights ago. The Blues won 2-1, so Calgary looking for some revenge tonight. The Blackhawks in Nashville to battle the Predators. Nashville off a nice home win over Vegas. The Canadiens and the Stars in Dallas. Montreal 21-18-4. They're hanging around in the wild card race in the Eastern Conference. Dallas, meanwhile, 28-14-1. Winnipeg, the leaders of the Central, 30-20-3, hosting Seattle in just a few minutes. At 9 o'clock, it's the Rangers making their debut in Salt Lake City as they take on the Hockey Club of Utah. At 9:30, big one inside the Western Conference between the Oilers and the Avalanche. Edmonton coming off a win at Minnesota last night, so quick turnaround going to Denver this evening. Kings and Canucks wrap up the night at 10 o'clock at Rogers Arena in Vancouver. Coming up, we'll take a look at the South Florida sports scene, then bring it back for the second period at Amerant Bank Arena. Panthers and the Red Wings knotted up at 1, right here on the Florida Panthers Radio Network, presented by Baptist Health.
Kids, take the next step in becoming the ultimate Florida Panthers fan by joining the Panthers Kids Club. Members of the Kids Clubs can join for free and receive exclusive benefits, including free entries into monthly raffles, special offers, and customized content to stay informed on all things Panthers. Upgraded memberships, which include a Panthers merchandise pack and other additional benefits, can also be purchased. Visit floridapanthers.com/Kids Club for more information on all things Kids Club and to sign up. Metro Group Miami, corporate partner of the Florida Panthers. The home of Metro Signs and Metro Wraps has been South Florida's business choice for quality signs and graphics for over 34 years. No sign is too big or too small for the experts at Metro. They bring brands to life. Call them today, 954-983-6662, 954-983-6662. Visit MetroGroupMiami.com to learn what they can do for you. Metro Group Miami, your everything team.
Panthers fans, score big on game day at Stoner's Pizza. Every game day, buy a large cheese or pepperoni pizza and get one of the same variety free. With fresh ingredients and daily handmade dough, Stoner's Pizza is the perfect pairing for puck drop. Order in-store or online at stonerspizzajoint.com and use code GOCATS. Stoner's Pizza, the official pizza of the Florida Panthers. Price participation may vary. Limited time offer.
We often welcome people as a standard greeting. It's become as common as greeting another with a hello. At Baptist Health, being welcome has far deeper meaning. So welcome to the warmer side of care, where we advance innovation and treatments through research while educating the next generation of experts all close to home. Here, the sun shines through each one of us as we stand by each one of you. Welcome to the warmer side of care. Welcome to Baptist Health.
Couple minutes away from the start of the second period at Amerant Bank Arena. Panthers won, the Red Wings won. Kevin Rogers with you. Taking a quick look at the South Florida sports scene. The Miami Heat back in action tomorrow night. They are home after a long road trip as they will play host to the Denver Nuggets. Before we step aside, let's pause for station identification right here on the Florida Panthers Radio Network, presented by Baptist Health. Here's Letang. Wins it. Goal. He missed the target. Draisaitl back the other way for the winners. Draisaitl scores!
AIS HD2 Boca Raton.
Anton Lundell's 10th goal of the season to get the Panthers on the board. They're tied up with the Red Wings at 1. Second period up ahead from Amerant Bank Arena right here on the Florida Panthers Radio Network, presented by Baptist Health.
We have some breaking news that you Panthers fans are going to want to hear. It's official. SeatGeek is now the official ticketing partner of the Florida Panthers. That's right. The deal is finalized, and SeatGeek is the newest member of the Panthers family. If you haven't heard the name yet, get used to it, because you'll be hearing it a lot more this season. SeatGeek, the new official ticketing partner of the Florida Panthers. Your ticket to great Panthers seats.
There's a problem if you drink and drive a boat. It never just affects you. Boating under the influence is illegal and dangerous. Save lives by staying sober. Learn more about Florida's boating laws at myfwc.com. Brought to you by the FWC Division of Law Enforcement.
Arena and Sunrise, side of the action. Doug Plagens, Billy Lindsay, Kevin Rogers with you. Manny Chang is our on-site engineer. And Danny Garcia back at studio control. Commit to fit this year with the exclusive Panthers performance apparel, accessories, pickleball paddles, and more. Head to FLAteamshop.com or stop by Pantherland at FTO War Memorial, open 7 days a week. Plus, visit the Pro Shop for all your ice hockey, roller hockey, and figure skating needs. Panthers and the Red Wings tonight. And by the way, all rights to this broadcast are reserved. Any rebroadcast, recording, retransmission, or other use of this broadcast without the express written consent of the Florida Panthers and the National Hockey League is expressly prohibited. Billy, might have to get you outfitted in some Panthers pickleball gear. Sounds like that's a thing now.
Panthers pickleball gear. I just started playing pickleball, actually, a couple times with my wife.
You and a lot of people.
Yeah. I was late to take it up. My wife kept begging me. I finally said, okay, let's try it. It wasn't too bad.
Now, here we are.
I'll get Panthers pickleball gear. That's awesome.
Yeah, we'll have to get you set up with that. Puck played up the near side as we're back to the action. Second period underway. Panthers and the Red Wings 1-1. Head to Lewis Street and back in on the near side. Edmondson held it in. Samoskevich looks to clear, unable to get it out beyond the line. Tarasenko to Peregrini, rang it off the iron. That one goes off to the far boards, picked up, played along by Bennett. And the Panthers do bring it out here. Samoskevich up the far side. Backhanded down off the end wall. Panthers get some fresh legs out there. Here in the near corner, it's Simon Edmondson to walk it along. 6th overall pick a few years back. Penalty coming against the Panthers.
There against Edmondson.
Edmondson, the big defenseman, lugging the puck up the ice.
Hooking or holding. Probably a hooking call going against Kachuk.
Yeah, hooking's the call.
Right in the midsection, chasing from behind and late on the play there. Just keep your stick on the ice. That never happens on the back check there. When you're getting back, just try and get back anytime you put that stick in midsection. Kachuk dropped his stick trying to get away with it. Too late. This dangerous Red Wings power play goes to work. Already 1 for 1 on the evening.
1-1 the score. And yes, as Billy said there, the Red Wings goal tonight was a power play goal, and they are particularly dangerous there. Panthers are dangerous shorthanded, though, and up the ice they go. Here's Reinhardt, rolls one to the net, and the puck goes wide. Over on that far side, it's Larkin. Has it for Detroit, plays it along the far side, around it goes. Here on the near boards, Barkov on it, couldn't settle it, though, and the Red Wings work it around. It's Raymond to Sider, back to Raymond, cross-ice speed, connects Kane. Out of the line, it's Sider, backs up to the right point. Long shot, that one tipped wide out front. Didn't look like it got through to Bobrovsky. Now Raymond to the line for Sider again. Here on the near side, a pass down low for the Brinkett, didn't connect. Reinhardt to Barkov, he couldn't get it out. Kane sliced it away. Far corner, Barkov and Larkin tie up. Loose puck along the boards. Red Wings have it across. A one-timer from a wide-open Raymond, shaken away by the goal stick of Bobrovsky. A big save there. And then Kulikov will airmail one into the bench over on the far side of the ice. And 18:21 will remain here in the second period. Tied at 1:08 to go in this second Red Wings power play of the game.
Got it over there, and Bergen locked and loaded all alone. And the Panthers had 4 penalty killers on one side. They dig it out, a backhand pass. And Bergen's got Raymond. I'm getting Bergen with that. Raymond's got a lethal one-time shot. scored a number of their power play goals just that way, so Raymond let it rip, and Bobrovsky getting over in plenty of time.
Nico Mikla up the near side. Anton Lundell, a race up the wing. He'll send it across on the run. Mikla, he'll have it along the far boards. Bumped into by Berggren, and they puck battled for on that far side, and Gustafsson will knock it ahead for the Red Wings. Rasmussen to Berggren, and then Comper off to the right side for Tarasenko. This is the second unit for Detroit, the one that cashed in on their first opportunity, but this time it's the Panthers getting another clear from Anton Lundell down to our right. 17:46 to go in the second. 1-1 is the score, and the Red Wings with a half minute to go in power play time. Up through center ice, Comper. Right wing side, it's Tarasenko to send it down and around. Kulikov bats it up the near boards. Nosek in for the Panthers. He'll flutter one out the line, and then eventually a second whack at it. Gets it out of the zone, but now it looks like an offside call here against Detroit, so that one must have actually cleared the zone the first time. 17:29 left in the second. 1-1 the score, and 16 seconds of power play time left for Detroit.
Pretty stingent PK for the Panthers on this go-around. The first go-around was pretty good, too, until that late shot by Berggren. That wasn't much of an opportunity. Actually, it was just able to beat Bobrovsky clean from the top of the right face-off circle. So penalty killers, they're doing okay. Panthers just got to stay out of the box. That has to be a main concern here going forward the last 6-7 games. Just too many trips to the penalty box.
Off the face-off, Sherratt for Detroit. Looks across for Sider, and he will guide it down to our left. 10 seconds in the Red Wings power play. 2-on-2 battle here along the near boards. Out the line, Sherratt. Long drive blocked by Jesper Boquist, and that'll finish off the penalty kill for the Panthers. Here's Kulikov. He dumps it along the near boards, down and around the end wall. Boquist down behind the net then for Tomas Nosek. Poked up the near side. Sherratt there. He'll clear it on for Kasper. Poked out to center. Reinhart for Nosek, and back in go the Panthers. He tries a shot that goes off Ben Sherratt. Down behind the net. Sherratt catches up to it. Sends it up the near boards. Tkachuk held it in. Sherratt in the corner. He's shoved by Tkachuk. 2-on-2 scrum here along the boards. And eventually the Red Wings able to get a clear from Marco Kasper. Barkov back in his own end. Over for Nico Mikla. Up to the offensive line. Dropped back for Sam Reinhart. Back in it off the end boards near side. Tkachuk finds it. Centering feed. Nobody there. Off to the far boards. Mikla hammers it to the corner. Reinhart back up top for Nico Mikla. Across for Nate Schmidt. Sends it down behind the net. Tkachuk wrapped up by Ben Sherratt. Puck taken and sent to the neutral zone by Veleno. And then Kasper up the near wing will dump it in for Detroit. Funny bounce off a stanchion. Goes out front of the Panthers net. And an alert Uvis Balinskis is there to grab possession. And both teams will back up a bit here. Balinskis back behind the Panthers net with some time.
And you have to dump it in against the Red Wings. They've given up the fewest odd man rushes in the NHL. That is one area that they thrive defensively. They don't give you a lot through the neutral zone. Dump it in and work. And that actually works right into the Panthers' wheelhouse. Just dump it in more, grind it out, and try and get those opportunities. Where they do struggle defensively is that slot area. They give up a ton from the slot. So Panthers game plan here. It's been a slow start. Someone's going to have to ramp it up on either side, especially for the Panthers. You got this game and control that first period. There's still another gear that this Panther team can get to.
Top pulled it back to Gustafsson, then he left it for DeBrincat to Gustafsson again. A shot, a wobbler through traffic, and Bobrovsky able to make the save. 15:45 to go, second period. 1-1 is the score. Panthers and the Red Wings here at Emirates Bank Arena. First matchup of the season for the two teams. Panthers will play again Saturday against Anaheim. Single game tickets for all Panthers action this season. FloridaPanthers.com, SeatGeek.com, 954-835-PUCK, and you can get a Panthers flex plan, 954-835-PUCK, or go to FloridaPanthers.com for more information. Build the perfect plan for you with a Florida Panthers flex plan.
And the longer you let the Red Wings hang around, the more confidence that goes their way.
Gustafsson sends it down off the end boards, and I'd imagine that 7-game win streak will restore a lot of belief in a team. As Kopp has it in the far circle out the line. Long drive from Justin Hall, and that deflects away to the near boards. Jesper Boquist is there. He looks cross ice, and then it's dumped down to our right by Dmitry Kulikov. Rims around the end boards. Justin Hall, far side of the ice to Brinkett, and then he will fling it out to the neutral zone. It was the longest Red Wing win streak since they were a cup contender.
Yes.
Since Mike Babcock was coaching the team. We're going back years.
Yeah, it's been a long time for the Red Wings since they even been in the playoffs. So to go back to Dylan Larkin's first year in the league. Bill Larkin has not been back in the playoffs since then with the Red Wings, their longest tenured wing on the Detroit side.
Here on the near side, it's Sam Bennett taking over, and he'll carry it into the neutral zone, right wing side. There's a pass for Bjornfoot that missed the mark, so it's going to be an icing call against the Panthers here. 14:45 to go in the second. 1-1 is the score. You can get your renewals for your tickets. You witness history, prepare for an encore. Best moments are worth repeating. Your renewal is your ticket back to the action. Don't miss your chance to reserve your membership for the latest chapter of Panthers hockey. Renew at FloridaPanthers.com/renewals.
And we're seeing a lot of games like this just because of the scheduling. The Panthers now in the midst of 4 games and 6 games. And you're just asking so much of these athletes. That's why a lot of nights you see a lot of games where it's just chip it in, dump it in, play conservative, and save your energy until you get your opportunities.
Johansson took down Bennett. Berggren comes up with control, banked into the neutral zone. Balinskis poked it away from him. Far side of the ice, Luostarinen there for the Panthers. He'll drop it back for Balinskis as the Panthers reload in the neutral zone. Nate Schmidt near side. Bennett, he'll angle it down to our right. Johansson in the corner, shoved by Samoskevich. Then Edvinsson in to help out for Detroit. Puck played up the near boards, and Tarasenko a couple of whacks at it. Nate Schmidt does his best to hold the zone, and he will keep it in for a moment before Tarasenko ultimately backhands out to center. Berggren for Tarasenko again here on the near side of the ice. It's pushed up over the Panthers line, turned back out towards center, and now the Panthers charge in. Reinhart Barkov left circle shot, saved made by Talbot. And the Detroit goaltender holds on. 13:51 to go, second period. 1-1, Panthers and the Red Wings here at Amerant Bank Arena. Back with more second period action next on the Florida Panthers Radio Network, presented by Baptist Health.
We often welcome people as a standard greeting. It's become as common as greeting another with a hello. At Baptist Health, being welcome has far deeper meaning. So welcome to the warmer side of care, where we advance innovation and treatments through research while educating the next generation of experts all close to home. Here, the sun shines through each one of us as we stand by each one of you. Welcome to the warmer side of care. Welcome to Baptist Health.
Habanero hot sauce is bringing the heat to the rink this game day, folks. As the official hot sauce of the Florida Panthers, enjoy Habanero today at any concession stand at the Amerant Bank Arena. We've got it in every flavor: original, sweet and spicy, curry habanero, and extra hot. Their premium sauce blends are crafted right here in South Florida from all natural, locally sourced ingredients. And the party doesn't have to stop after the stadium. Take Habanero home with you by visiting your local Florida retail stores. Savor the flavor of Habanero. Funky Buddha is back as the official craft brewery of your Stanley Cup champion Florida Panthers. Funky Buddha brings the taproom fun to Amerant Bank Arena, where you can grab an ice-cold gloves-off IPA, brewed exclusively for the Florida Panthers and their fans. Party with them all year long at their brewery in Oakland Park, where you can catch all the Panthers action with their signature selection of innovative brews. Or stop by your closest retailer and bring Funky Buddha home with you. No matter where you're watching, they'll be right there with you. Cheers and go Cats! Funky Buddha Brewery, Oakland Park, Florida. Please drink responsibly.
Second period, 1-1's the score. It's the Panthers and the Red Wings. Shots are 12-8 for the Panthers here in this one. Panthers Plus half-season pass available now. Stream all the locally produced Panthers games and the first-round action of the playoffs on the go for only $39.99. Don't miss any of the action. Catch your Cats by going to PanthersPlus.tv today. FloridaPanthers.com/how-to-watch. Where to go for the full channel listings. You can also go to the Panthers app. Hit the radio button top right corner. It's the free Panthers app, and you can listen to us for free. One low price, Billy, of free.
$3.99.
There you
Doesn't
have
get better than that.
Shot from Reinhart that deflects to the near corner. Love that phrase. Here on the near side of the ice, Reinhart down to Kachuk, and then it rolls away from him. Sherrod far corner, and then the puck played into the neutral zone. Casper on for Larkin. Offside call against Detroit. 13:33 left in the second. 1-1 is the score. Get your 50-50 tickets presented by AutoNation now. Winner will be chosen in the third period of each home game. Florida Panthers or FLA Panthers 5050.com is where to go to get your 50-50 ticket. The pot currently over $26,000.
Yeah, getting big. Talking to Paul Maurice this morning, and he's starting to get his team where he wants defensively. The metrics are getting better, and he wants to get into these close games. And you look at the record on the year, 9-1-3 in games decided by one goal. That's third best in the NHL, and 4 of the last 6 games have been decided.
as the puck takes a bounce off Raymond's skate after a scrum out front of the Panthers net. Bobrovsky leaning out to smother it. 13:21 left in the second. 1-1 the score.
And 4 of the last 6 decided by 1 goal, and 8 straight games decided by 2 goals or less. And that's, you can start to see the Panthers' mentality. Paul Maurice had talked about him, and he says, I just stress defense. Offense to my team, they can do. They're free to go as long as they don't lose the defensive structure. He says, I don't say to him anything about the offensive side of it. Just when you get in the zone, try and work your magic. But he makes sure that this team is dialed in and thinking defense first at all times. And the more that they get into these tight games as we head down the stretch, the more comfortable the Panthers feel, and Paul Maurice.
Yeah, he likes the Panthers play in these tight games. And when you've been in playoff races like the Panthers have in deep playoff runs, as the puck is turned on net by DeBrincat and stopped by Bobrovsky, took it right into the chest protector to hold on. When you're playing in important games year over year and playing in deep playoff runs, you get really comfortable playing the tight games. Yeah. You're used to being in a 1-goal game.
They are. It shows throughout the course of this season.
Down the line, Gustafson across, Justin Hall down to the far
another penalty against
Smith. It's going to be against Nate Smith.
Whatever. He just put it in the midsection of Patrick Kane for a second, and 2 hooking calls, moderate at best, and the third wing power play coming up. Detroit's going to get the benefit of this call. 88 on 88. This Nate Smith is going after the 88 on the Red Wings. Kane kind of held on to his stick.
Yep. Billy, 88 on 88. When finish your thought, and then I have an observation.
There wasn't a lot there. There's no hook or there's no pull. It's not really stopping the progress of Kane.
When you came into the league, Billy, still largely 1 through 35, 1 through 40 numbers. You wouldn't have seen an 88 on an 88 back then. And
the first one I really remember outside of Gretzky coming in was Lindros.
Yeah.
When Lindros came in. And other than that...
now everybody's got numbers in the 70s, 80s, 90s. Down to our left, back behind the net. Puck picked up, played along by Barkov all the way down. Some of those old traditional classic numbers still just look the best on the jersey. Number 9 might look the best on a hockey jersey.
Yeah, I would agree with that. It just reminds you of some of the great old-time players.
Here's Kane, far side. Raymond looks out. Poked off the side of the goal by Kane. Loose over on that far side of the ice, and Anton Lundell will streak along with it. Heads up the wing. Lundell hides it down to our right, back behind the net, and this one's going to be picked up by Sider. And then he walks it along right to left across your radio. I don't know if there was a 53 in the league when you were playing, Billy. On the near side, Dylan Larkin for DeBrincat into the near circle. Looks across, Kane front of the net, poked at the score, and it's Larkin right out in front. Another power play goal for Detroit, and they take a 2-1 lead. So it's the Red Wings by a goal once again.
It's crazy how good this Wings power play has been under Todd McClellan since they take over. They get entry into the zone, and DeBrincat's able to cut to the middle of the ice, and once he cuts the middle of the ice, it goes on the stick at Kane, and back door wide open is Larkin, and Mikkola there's got to hold his position. You can't let DeBrincat, a smaller player, just walk into defenders. He thought DeBrincat was going to take it down the wall, and DeBrincat's shifty, and as soon as he put on the brakes, he was able to split everyone there on that play, get in between Reinhart and Mikkola, and then that one-touch pass from Patrick Kane was a beauty because he didn't even hesitate. And they're clicking on the power play. There's no way around it. And Dylan Larkin puts the Red Wings in front.
Here's Bennett along the near side, down to the corner. He'll leave it for Mackie Samoskevich. Puck poked away. And on it is Veleno for Detroit. Played around far corner. Backhand up the boards from Johansson. Bjornfoot over on that far side. Taps it along. Samoskevich left wing to the circle. Across Rodriguez. A shot. And he scores. Upstairs, Evan Rodriguez. Just like that, this game is tied at 2.
How's that for now? Answer for the Panthers. They come right back. Evan Rodriguez able to get the goal on the very next shift to tie this game up as he just wires it over the glove of Talbot. Nice little pass from Samoskevich cross ice. Samoskevich was able to get his head up, and in behind there, Veleno was late getting back, a step late, against Rodriguez, and that all it took. A little turnover in the neutral ice, and they come back on a 3-on-2. Perfectly executed. Samoskevich, what a brilliant pass on the far side to hit Rodriguez, and Rodriguez was able to cradle it and let it go, and all in one motion. And he got Cam Talbot sliding left to right, and he went back to that right side where Talbot left from, was able to beat him up high, and the Panthers square this all up at 2.
That was a great shot, as you pointed to, Billy, and equally great pass from Mackie Samoskevich on the wing. As the puck's worked down to our left inside the Panthers zone. Mikko Mikkola up the boards. Gustafsson held it in. Now it's Boquist. Jesper Boquist on for Anton Lundell. Nudged down to our right by Carter Verhagen. Talbot got a stick on it. Tried to push it to the corner. Gustafsson got there. On for Berggren up the near side. And down to our left. It's tracked down by Tarasenko. His shot blocked by Mikkola, who gave him a shove. And then back behind the net, Mikkola able to get to the puck. Place it off the far boards. Anton Lundell will do the rest to get the clear. And from center ice, it's Berggren covering. He gives to Gustafsson, rips it down on Bobrovsky, and the puck tapped to the side of the net. Nate Schmidt back for this one. 2-2, 10:55 to play here in the second as Anton Lundell heads over the Detroit line for a circleless shot, and Talbot the save. He will hold on to that. 10:50 left, second period, 2-2. Panthers and the Red Wings tied up. 2 even-strength goals for the Panthers and 2 power play goals for the Detroit Red Wings tonight. Time to join the rush for the inaugural Cats Cup. Register your team for the largest street hockey tournament in South Florida, presented by Verizon and Coors. Join us at Amerant Bank Arena for 2 full days of hockey, March 15th and 16th. Whether you're cheering for your future Panthers or just love playing hockey, the Cats Cup has something for every fan. Sign up now, FloridaPanthers.com.
Panthers did a stout job at the blue line. Looked like the Red Wings had a chance to clear that puck. Just couldn't get it out, and they quickly come back the other way and shove it right down Detroit's throat with that goal by Rodriguez. Biggest shift. Those ones after goals, Detroit trying to keep the momentum on their side, and Panthers were able to just stomp on it. Did it all back.
Here's Forsling for Reinhart, and then he rims it around the end boards. Inside the Panthers zone. Kulikov up the near side, held in Sherratt. Now down for the centerman Larkin. Dropped out to the line. Raymond pounds it down behind the goal. Casper over on the far side. Pass out to the line. Got away from Larkin, and that'll back the Red Wings up. Coming up on the game's halfway point, 2-2. Panthers and the Red Wings here at Amerant Bank Arena in Sunrise. Panthers left to right, Detroit right to left. Here's Coffey, and a chance. And a save made by Bobrovsky with the left pad. Kick that away. And the puck cleared to the neutral zone. Rodriguez up the far boards. He'll dump it down. First match of the season for these two teams as Edmondson sends it around to the near boards. Balinskis kept it in. Now the near corner, Greer. Rodriguez, a jam at it loose in front. Nosek, he can't get it through as he was falling down. Dumped over out front of the net. The Red Wings will bring it out. Kopp now to DeBrincat. Backhanded down to our left off the end wall. Mikkola kept it to the outside. He'll find Nosek. Tomas Nosek backhand into the neutral zone. Rodriguez at center. Lobs it down wide of the Red Wings net. Greer pushes it back out front. And that one was intercepted, sent back the other way. Down to our left it goes. Nice and calm. 9:14 left in the second. 2-2 the score.
DeBrincat airmailed that one. Able to get across, and Andrew Kopp on a breakaway. He was able to split both the Panthers defensemen. That long outlet pass, and Bobrovsky, his best save of the game, able to just clip it with the top of that left pad. Try to go over the pad underneath the glove. That's a lot of the goal scorers. That's where you see a lot of goals scored. Just over the blocker or underneath the blocker, or underneath the glove on the one area and above the pad. It's become a hot spot to shoot, and there just Bobrovsky able to get enough of that one of Kopp.
So Rodriguez, 9th from Samoskevich at 8:21. The goal that has this game tied up at 2. Far corner down to our right. Gustafsson gave it away. Bennett in front. A chance, and it's just pushed wide by Eetu Luostarinen. Panthers nearly cashed in off that turnover. Bennett stick handles out of trouble to the line. Forsling a drive. Loose in front. Samoskevich tied up. A jam at it. Still loose. Luostarinen stopped by the right pad of Talbot. Not from his left to his right now. Bennett a one-time drive. And that one, as he was covering the point, goes wide. Kulikov to the corner. Loose here on the near side. Detroit gets a clear. Down to our left, Forsling after it. Panthers starting to turn up the heat a little bit.
Yeah, they're raising the temperature. And you can see the wings. They don't put any bodies on you. They don't knock you on the seat of the pants.
No, if you want to take the real estate, you can get it.
Yeah, the wraparound by Bennett there goes right on the stick by Luo Serena, and Luo Serena just missed a yawning cage. And another penalty. Wow.
Jesper Boquist in there against Edmondson.
4-1. Panthers just having trouble staying out of the penalty box.
8:02 left in the second. 2-2 the score, and Jesper Boquist will take a seat.
These are the calls that Paul Maurice is not going to like: the hookings and the trippings, and there's been a bunch of them.
Well, the Panthers back to the penalty kill when we come back. 8:02 left in the second. A 2-2 game on the Florida Panthers Radio Network, presented by Baptist Health.
We have some breaking news that you Panthers fans are going to want to hear. It's official. SeatGeek is now the official ticketing partner of the Florida Panthers. That's right. The deal is finalized, and SeatGeek is the newest member of the Panthers family. If you haven't heard the name yet, get used to it, because you'll be hearing it a lot more this season. SeatGeek, the new official ticketing partner of the Florida Panthers. Your ticket to great Panthers seats.
South Florida, remember eating a blue raspberry treat and showing off your blue tongue? Astro Vibe is that tasting experience, just without the blue tongue. Refresh your energy with zero sugar, essential vitamins, and proven ingredients. Celsius Energy Drinks.
We often welcome people as a standard greeting. It's become as common as greeting another with a hello. At Baptist Health, being welcome has far deeper meaning. So welcome to the warmer side of care, where we advance innovation and treatments through research while educating the next generation of experts, all close to home. Here, the sun shines through each one of us as we stand by each one of you. Welcome to the warmer side of care. Welcome to Baptist Health.
South Florida, let's talk about the classics, the OGs, the classic Celsius flavors. There's so many good ones. Sparkling orange, grape, wild berry, or this watermelon. I'm drinking right now. Refresh your energy with zero sugar, essential vitamins, and proven ingredients. Celsius Energy Drinks.
Left in the second, 2-2 the score. Jesper Boquist off for a trip, so the Panthers back to the penalty kill for the third time in the game.
Yeah, Paul Maurice doesn't mind it, like last game when Tkachuk runs over someone and maybe takes a hard body check. You'll take those penalties, but the trippings, hookings, especially in the offensive zone, that will drive your coach nuts when you're trying to have discipline. And Paul Maurice mentioned it this morning that discipline was going to be a topic of conversation.
Pardon me, the fourth Detroit power play as the puck's cleared by Anton Lundell down to our right. 7:52 left in the second, 2-2 the score. And Sider brings it along. He'll drop it back for Larkin. Larkin for Detroit, heads in over the Panthers line to Brinkett near side. Out the line, Sider. Across for Kane. Off the far boards. Forsling pressures. Lundell looks to clear. Sider kept it in. Larkin stick handles away from Luo Storinen. Into the near circle. He looks back door. Maybe for a tip from Raymond. Kicked away by Bobrovsky. Kane to Sider at the line. Near circle to Brinkett. DeBrincat. Sider out at the line. Looks to DeBrincat again on the left. DeBrincat around the top of the near circle. Down for Raymond. Raymond here on the near side. Up top for Sider. Pass across. Patrick Kane into the far circle for Larkin. Forsling pressuring. DeBrincat comes up with the loose puck. He'll give to Raymond. Pass across Sider. Sider far side. Down low. Larkin. Kane back to Larkin. Right corner. Backs out to the right circle to the high slot. Looks to the right circle. Kane tried to send it across for DeBrincat. It bounces. Raymond holds it in. Then a shot from DeBrincat is wide. Rims around Sider. Far point. Pass across Raymond. He'll play it down to the near corner and then back behind the net. Larkin winds it out to the far board. Sider down behind the net. 38 seconds in the Red Wing power play. Kulikov a takeaway. Can he clear? No, it's held down low. Now Kane over on that far side. Has it in the corner for Detroit. Right wing side. Cuts off to the trapezoid behind Bobrovsky. Backhand out to the near point. Raymond looks across for Sider. Straight out the blue line. Back here Raymond. Raymond near point. Off to the far circle. A shot. Kane. He scores.
They zip it around or what?
Detroit takes a 3-2 lead. A third power play goal in the contest for the Red Wings.
That was a minute 45 seconds in their own zone. Panthers had a couple of chances to clear, and mentioning just the puck retrievals, we saw Forsling had a chance to get it. All of a sudden, Detroit comes up with the puck. Same thing with Kulikov. behind the net had it just for a second, but the Wings are on you. They're on you, and once they get it, it's on their stick, off their stick, and their decision-making is so precise. There's no hesitation. And this time, Patrick Kane, they work it around, and they spend that whole time in the offensive end, a bunch of tired penalty killers. And this one's able to beat Bobrovsky up high. I believe it goes off Forsling's shin pad. As Kane went to take that shot and might have got a piece of Forsling's shin pad and changed direction. And 3 power play goals again. This Red Wings power play is come as built.
Career goal 482 for Patrick Kane as the puck's pushed down wide of the net from Barkov. Off the end boards, Bergeron for Detroit. Behind the net, Gustafsson. Up the far boards, Tarasenko. Run into by Mikkola. Reinhart pounds it down to the near corner. Barkov behind the net. Sidesteps Gustafsson. Backhand out to the far point. Mikkola. Long shot deflecting, and that's high of the net, but stays in play. Here on the near boards, it's played to the neutral zone by Bergeron. Whacked back along by Mikkola. Panthers tag up and get onside. And on the puck is Gustafsson. Pass straight on. Christian Fischer had it poke checked away at the line. Sam Bennett back in offensively for the Panthers down to our right. Backs off to the near board. Samoskevich right circle. A wrist shot. Tried to go high short side. Save Talbot. And Comfort back behind the goal. He'll send it off the far side all the way down. And this is going to be an icing call against Detroit. 5:17 left in the second. 3-2. The Red Wings back out in front of the Panthers here in this one. Come out to Pucks and Pints Beer Fest presented by Funky Buddha Brewery. It's going to be Saturday, February 8th at Amerant Bank Arena. Sample beer, enjoy live music, brewery bites, and watch the game after. Panthers and the Senators that night at 7. Must be 21 or over to enter. Portion of the proceeds benefit the Panthers Foundation. Go to FloridaPanthers.com for tickets.
Whether you like the calls or not, the hookings and the trips, some are, you could say, are borderline calls, but still they're avoidable. You don't have to put the stick in the midsection. You don't have to reach into the skates and put yourself into that position. For the Panthers, got to be more cognizant of what they're doing with their sticks.
Samoskevich up the right side. He's had some jump tonight. Takes it down to the near corner. Backhand feed out to Balinskis at the right point. Long shot, didn't sneak it through. That hit Christian Fischer out front, and then the puck cleared by Rasmussen down to our left. Backhanded along by Balinskis into the neutral zone. Near side of the ice, Edvinsson for Detroit. Lobs it along the near boards. Couldn't advance it. Now it's Johansson for the Red Wings, and he will fire it down to our left. This one tracked down by Bjornfoot. And Tobias Bjornfoot around the back of the net. He'll bring it along quickly. Bjornfoot out to center. Gains the center circle. Flicks it in for the Panthers around the end boards. Casper will clear. And on the far boards, Casper bounces on a loose puck, streaks in. Long shot, he scores. Marco Casper from the high slot. Rushed in and just let it fly. Detroit has a 2-goal lead for the first time tonight. It's 4-2 Red Wings.
One of the changes Todd McClellan made is putting Marco Casper on that top line with Dylan Larkin and Raymond. And he had 4 points his last 3 games, 2 goals coming into this one. And he's able to just disrupt it enough. Larkin actually caused that play as he was able to chase down Forsling. Forsling tried to chip the puck back, and all of a sudden Casper just walked in, let a wrist shot go, and beat Bobrovsky clean. Again, not D'd up on Bobrovsky, but we've seen 2 goals that should have had. First one by Bergeron, and this shot by Casper. Bobrovsky should have made the saves, and that, I guess that's enough for Paul Maurice and the coaching staff. Spencer Knight's going to come into the net. But that's you look at those 2 shots, they're not high danger scoring chances. There's no screens, nothing. You're just getting beat clean. So Casper, the 20-year-old, getting called up, getting put on that first line.
And Tkachuk just blasted Sherrod here in the near corner, and we've seen hits like that turn a game around as well. Matthew Tkachuk always knows the buttons to push in that regard. Here on the near side of the ice, Tkachuk finds possession of the puck, drops back inside his own end. More on Spencer Knight here in a moment. And Billy, we've talked about it a lot, especially when you're dealing with a veteran like Bobrovsky. When you make a goaltending change, sometimes it's to disrupt the flow of a game. When you feel like Detroit may have just seized some momentum, and you're not always dumping it all on the goaltender, but sometimes it can be the disruptor that you might need in a hockey game.
Well, it's been the whole thing. We've seen the Panthers in spurts, and I thought the first period was good, but here in the second period, the penalties, getting away with it, you got a hold of momentum, then you just take a penalty in this power play for the Wings. It's deadly, and it's crushed it. And You're not getting the saves from Bobrovsky. So it's a whole, I guess, team mentality wake-up that has to be present for the Panthers.
Yeah, it could serve as a little bit of an injection of just something different in a game as DeBrincat lets a shot go that deflects high and out of play. 3:46 to go in the second. 4-2 is the score. And I guess we'll get to our thoughts on Spencer Knight here in just a moment as he takes over in the goal crease after our media timeout. 4-2 Detroit over the Panthers. 3:46 left in the second on the Florida Panthers Ready Network, presented by Baptist Health.
We often welcome people as a standard greeting. It's become as common as greeting another with a hello. At Baptist Health, being welcome has far deeper meaning. So welcome to the warmer side of care, where we advance innovation and treatments through research while educating the next generation of experts all close to home. Here, the sun shines through each one of us as we stand by each one of you. Welcome to the warmer side of care. Welcome to Baptist Health.
I love the ocean.
Me? I love a slow winding river.
I love the lake. Slick as glass.
But nothing compares to what you love inside the boat.
My family.
My child.
My best friend from first grade.
If you're behind the wheel of a boat, pay attention. That way your favorite water will always be safe water. Learn more about boating safety at myfwc.com. Brought to you by the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission.
Cheers to champions. Manos Wine has teamed up with the Florida Panthers to celebrate the 2024 Stanley Cup champions. Introducing our exclusive collection of deep-edged, hand-painted wines and sparkling metallic red bubbly, each featuring unique championship designs. Whether you're toasting to victory at home or celebrating with friends, these limited edition bottles are a must-have for every Panthers fan. Shop now at manoswine.com or find us at your local liquor store. Raise your glass to the champions, because every victory deserves a great wine.
3:46 to go in the second. 4-2. It's the Red Wings over the Panthers, and an ovation for our City Furniture hero among us tonight, U.S. Army retired Colonel Kip Lassner here with us tonight, and honored to have him here in the building. Great to honor our City Furniture hero among us each and every Panthers home game, and a special hello to thank you to all the servicemen and women that we have tuned in this evening as puck played up the far side. Nico Mikkola for Carter Verhaeghe, lobs it along down to a right, a foot race. It'll be Boquist and Gustafsson in after it, and then on the inboards, Hall kept it away from Lundell. It's sent out to the neutral zone by Kopp, and Detroit will charge through center ice. Kopp looks right to Brinkett, pounds it down to the far corner around the end wall. Mentioned shortly before the media timeout, Spencer Knight assumed the goal crease for the Panthers after the fourth Detroit goal, the Marco Kasper tally. Panthers made the goaltending change. Spencer Knight coming off a really nice outing Tuesday night in that shootout win, 2-1 over the New Jersey Devils out in Newark. Puck backhanded down by Berggren around the end boards here on the near side. Tarasenko into the corner then. Copper jumped over by Mikkola. Puck played up the near side. Edvinsson can't hold it in. Now it's picked up. Raced along by Jesper Boquist. Couldn't get a shot away. Tarasenko recovers as Berggren knocked the puck away from Boquist. And down to our left go the Red Wings. Berggren had it poked off his stick. Tarasenko then had it stripped away by Barkov. And he will maneuver up the far wing. Barkov into the offensive end. Rolls it down to the end boards. Edvinsson is there. Backhands it along. It hits Johansson. Johansson recovers. Throws it up the wall. Can't connect with Tarasenko. Back into the corner. It's Tkachuk. Tkachuk along the end boards. Barkov near side. Bjornfoot inching in from the point. Bjornfoot. Tkachuk looks to wrap it around. He was tied up. Puck rolled away across the top of the goal crease. Tarasenko. Did he clear? No. Just kept in by Barkov at the line. Down behind the net, thin and around the end boards. Reinhart near side. Down for Tkachuk. Protects the puck against Johansson. Tkachuk on the end boards. He's taken out. Penalty upcoming against Detroit. Backhanded by Reinhart here to Kulikov at the near point. On the near side, Reinhart along the boards. Then Tkachuk has it in the circle. Looks around. Reinhart here on the near side. Has control. Looks out to the slot. A shot. Kulikov, and that one off a man out front. Didn't get through. The Red Wings touch up. 1:45 to go in the second. 4-2 Detroit. The Panthers power play presented by Seminole Casino. Coconut Creek is on the way. Let's listen in downstairs.
This goes against Albert Johansson, the youngster. Just keep moving your feet behind the net, Tkachuk. Just go, 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 go. And there's fishing and wishing in the legs, and Tkachuk gets hauled down. Tkachuk in his office back there trying to work his magic, and just keeps going and spinning and turning, and Johansson gets turned around, and power play for the Panthers late here to try and cut into this deficit before they go into the locker room.
Now the puck cleared all the way down. Spencer Knight leaves it for Uvis Balinskis. Hands to Sam Bennett. Panthers started with the second unit. They just had a lot of those top liners on the ice. Here's Bennett. Backs off to the top of the near circle. That's a rip save. Made a rebound. Lundell just had it hop away. Now out to the line. Balinskis. Rodriguez along the far boards. Out to Balinskis again. Balinskis straight on. Bennett. Top of the near circle. Sam Bennett to the net. Tipped out front. And that one goes wide. They have pinballed off a couple of things out front of the net. Bennett held it in. Across for Balinskis. Balinskis far circle. Rodriguez. Balinskis. One-timer right into the midsection of Talbot. And he'll absorb that with 57.1 on the clock here in the second. 4-2 Detroit. A power play presented by Seminole Casino Coconut Creek. 1:12 left in the Panthers' man advantage. So the potential that it could carry over into the early part of the third. Panthers, though, would love for that to not be the case.
Yeah, let's go. They started the second unit because the first unit, a lot of their players have been out there for an extended shift. Now the top unit for the Panthers comes on in the last minute to try and do something.
Following a face-off, puck picked up, ripped along by Edvinsson, near point. Reinhardt kept it in. Along the near boards, Tkachuk has it in the near circle. Heels off to the boards. Up top, it's Reinhardt. Reinhardt for Tkachuk again. Top of the right circle, down low. Barkov, 41 seconds in the period. Barkov behind the net in front of shot. Reinhardt, left hand save made by Talbot. Here on the near boards, Red Wings don't clear. Schmidt across for Hagee. A shot blocked out front of the net. It's backhanded out of the zone by Raymond. Knight well out of the net to play this one. And he will just hand it off for Nate Schmidt. 22 seconds in the period. 4-2 is the Detroit lead. Brought on by Schmidt, given to Reinhardt. To his left, Barkov into the offensive end. Verhaeghe fields it off his skate. Verhaeghe along the far boards. Pass across to an open Tkachuk right. Circle shot. That's stopped. Now loose out front. Kopp. Does he roll it out of the zone? Yes, he does. Just get enough on it to roll it to center. And that's going to do it for the first 40 minutes of this one. 4-2. Detroit leads after 2 periods of play.
3 power play goals in this game and 4 opportunities for the Wings. And it was talked about and had to be known, and Paul Maurice talked about it this morning. Discipline was going to be a key against this Detroit squad, and it hasn't happened. You take 2 hooking penalties, tripping there by Boqvist, and it's come back to bite you. You tied it up a couple of times. It's 1-0. You get a 1-1 in the first period, and Larkin gets a power play goal 2-1, and you answer right back in 2-2, and then all of a sudden a couple of good shifts in the offensive zone, and you're going again, and then Boqvist takes that penalty, and bang, there it is from Patrick Kane on the power play. And the goaltending, Sergei Bobrovsky got pulled. The first power play goal by Berggren, top of the right face-off circle, no traffic, no screen, beats him cleanly. Something you got to come up with, and the last one by Kasper. Kasper gets put on the top line. Interesting. His 8th overall pick back in 2022 out of Austria, and just a rookie in this league. And Todd McClellan has seen enough to put him on that top line with Larkin and Lucas Raymond. And Larkin made a lot of that play with the speed down. Chase Forsling was looking like he's going to get after it, and Larkin can flat out fly. And, he pressured Forsling, and they turned over the puck. Got to Kasper in the middle, but again, just it's a simple wrist shot from above the top of the face-off circles down the middle of the ice. Bobrovsky, 9 out of 10, well, probably 19 out of 20 at least, that he's going to stop, and just doesn't come up with the goods. Paul Maurice decides to change the goaltender, put Spencer Knight in there, and the rest of the way. But there has to be a little bit here into that room now to stay out of the box and come back here and put. If I'm looking down the lineup, I've seen something just, well, especially on the power play from the Wings. There hasn't been a lot of push on that 5-on-5 play, but for the Panthers, those grade A scoring chances where you're looking to get to into the slot, there's been a lot of that offensive zone time, but we say that one shift, Luos Arena had a couple of really good opportunities out, and that's what you said, the temperatures coming up the heater. It was coming, and there's got to be more of that here in this third period. They got to continue to build, and it has to be a build of shift after shift after shift. And if you can do that, then you can. This Red Wings team is you can get two on them quick. You'd like to definitely the object you're seeing in the room. Let's get one in the first 10 minutes at least and put some pressure on this team. But this Panther team, like that Bennett, Lewis, Reen, and Shift, when they were down there scrambling around, getting the pressure, that's the intensity that you have to see from the whole group bleeding forward. And some players that I need Kachuk and Barkov to be more activated. They're the leaders of this team, and whether there's fatigue or whatever, but you're counting on your captains and your big guns, and Reinhardt's been there consistently throughout the year. You can't throw them there, but they're just up front. There has not been enough continual push to get into those dirty areas and those scoring areas and make life difficult for Cam Talbot.
It's Panthers trailing the Red Wings 4-2 through 2 periods of play. Panthers will have 15 seconds power play time left when the third period begins. Well, coming up in our second intermission show, Jameson Olive's going to join Kevin Rogers next for After 40, so we'll have all that. Then a look at what's going on here, and we'll take your tweets as well. We'll also have the JetBlue Out-of-Town scoreboard coming up, so lots to get to. Tweet the broadcast at Doug Plagans, at Lindsay B. Hockey. Looking forward to hearing from all of you. 4-2 Detroit through 2 periods of action here at Amerant Bank Arena in Sunrise. Jameson Olive joins Kevin Rogers next to break it all down on the Florida Panthers Radio Network, presented by Baptist Health.
We often welcome people as a standard greeting. It's become as common as greeting another with a hello. At Baptist Health, being welcome has far deeper meaning. So welcome to the warmer side of care, where we advance innovation and treatments through research while educating the next generation of experts all close to home. Here, the sun shines through each one of us as we stand by each one of you. Welcome to the warmer side of care. Welcome to Baptist Health.
Metro Group Miami, corporate partner of the Florida Panthers. The home of Metro Signs and Metro Wraps has been South Florida's business choice for quality signs and graphics for over 34 years. No sign is too big or too small for the experts at Metro. They bring brands to life. Call them today, 954-983-6662, 954-983-6662. Visit MetroGroupMiami.com to learn what they can do for you. Metro Group Miami, your everything team.
Just like being on the ice, parenthood is full of thrills, spills, and even chills. But whether it's illness or injury, our pediatric experts at Broward Health are ready to assist with a broad range of specialty care for your child. As the official pediatric hospital of the Florida Panthers, we know keeping kids healthy and happy is a team effort, and we're always on your team. Broward Health, well into your future. Panthers fans, score big on game day at Stoner's Pizza. Every game day, buy a large cheese or pepperoni pizza and get one of the same variety free. With fresh ingredients and daily handmade dough, Stoner's Pizza is the perfect pairing for puck drop. Order in-store or online at stonerspizzajoint.com and use code GOCATS. Stoner's Pizza, the official pizza of the Florida Panthers. Price participation may vary. Limited time offer.
This is the Florida Panthers' second intermission report on the Florida Panthers Radio Network.
Presented by Baptist Health.
Welcome back here inside Amerant Bank Arena in Sunrise. It's the Red Wings 4 and the Panthers 2 through 2 periods of play. And looks like I'm playing the role of Kevin Rogers. Doug Plagans here with you, making a guest cameo here in After 40 alongside Jameson Olive from FloridaPanthers.com and the Territory Talk podcast. We're working through some technical gremlins right now, and we will try to get Kevin Rogers.
You got to say it like K-Rod. You got to give me a Jameson.
Jameson. Welcome in. And, Jameson Olive here with us for After 40. As always, you can find him on Twitter at Jameson Coop. Jameson, your takeaways from the first 40 minutes so far. You get the sense that the Panthers could turn this thing around in a hurry. They trail by a couple of goals. Detroit's power plays come in as advertised. The Red Wings look a little better. What's been your takeaway through 40 minutes so far?
Yeah, so before we get to what they could do, let's just go over what they have done. And, they played a pretty good game at 5-on-5. I mean, the numbers are heavily in their favor at 5-on-5. 23-8 right now. They're up in scoring chances at 5-on-5. There's been spurts where they've looked dominant. There's been spurts where they've had some extended zone time. That being said, there's been some hiccups. There's been quite a few bumps as well. Red Wings haven't looked necessarily crisp at 5-on-5 either. But the Panthers definitely deserve to be up right now if this game is all at 5-on-5. Unfortunately, it's not. Unfortunately, they're taking a lot of penalties. Red Wings right now, 3 power play goals. 3 of the 4 goals come on the power play. And that's not surprising. That's not just a good night for the Red Wings. The Red Wings in this stretch here, ever since McClellan came in behind the bench, they've been really good on the power play. During that 7-game winning streak that came before their last loss, before they came here to Sunrise, they were about 50% on the power play. It's a part of their game now. It's a calling card. And I said even before they scored that third one, I tweeted out, this just looks good. It just looks good.
And it looks different all the time. It's all emotion.
And that's the crazy thing is there's a lot of motion, yet there's no rust. There's no growing pains. Everyone already seems to know where they're supposed to be, even though they've only been doing this new look for a little bit. But you know what, Doug? Motion, but always someone at the net. There's always someone right there for a tap-in or a tip. That also seems to be wide open there. I don't know how they're getting open, so the Panthers maybe need to collapse a little bit more. But then, if you do, you're giving a shooting lane to Dylan Larkin or Patrick Kane. So it's a pretty lethal unit right there. It's interesting to see how that goes the rest of the year. But obviously, this stretch right now, they're red hot with the extra attacker. So for the Cats, I mean, that was a problem in a couple of their recent losses, taking too many penalties. They cleaned that up in New Jersey. They won that game. They didn't go in the box much there, I think only twice. But this is a team you couldn't do that against right now at this time of the year.
That setup that Mackie Samoskevich made, Devin Rodriguez, we talk a lot about his shot, but we're seeing all aspects of his game round into form here, aren't we?
We really are. So, I mean, he spent a lot of this year on the fourth line. He went to the school of hard knocks down there with A.J. Greer and Tomas Nosek. But he played well down there. He had some big goals, but now he's up on the second right now. We're still seeing the offense, but he's also kind of brought that physicality up from the fourth line. Last game against New Jersey when he was up there, 8 hits, team high. And he's not a guy that you circle on your score sheet to be the guy that's going to lead this team in hits. Yes, he's a little undersized. He's speedy. He's known for the shot, but he can throw the body now. He's learned. He's not afraid to do that. So that's a part of his game that I think will really benefit him down the road as it comes to him, getting more and more comfortable playing Panthers hockey, which is, that run and gun, north-south. When I say run and gun, I don't mean wide open, just speed. A lot of speed, a lot of forechecking, a lot of zone time.
Last one before we get you out of here, Jameson Olive. It's been exciting every time we've gotten a chance to see one of the guys from last year's Cup team. Vladimir Tarasenko, kind of the last guy that we hadn't seen yet this season in person. The last time he was in this building was Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Final, and it was fun to see the reception that he's gotten.
It was great, and you can tell it meant a lot to him, and even the Panthers all gave him a stick tap, of course, because he just meant a lot to last year's Cup team. I mean, he was the perfect addition. Him and Kalek Poso, different roles, but they both were just those last 2 puzzle pieces the Panthers needed, and they both did such a great job. I mean, that Luosterainen and Lundell Tarasenko line was so good throughout the entire playoffs. A lot of big goals, a lot of big moments, and just defensively so sound. So that's what we've talked about this, you and I, in the past. The Panthers, they're a good team right now. They're obviously second in the Atlantic Division, but they're going to be a little bit different post-deadline. Usually you add at least a body, like the Panthers did last year. They brought in 2, and that's kind of when you find out what you have going into the playoffs. So excited to see what happens on the road. But I mean, Tarasenko, he's a champ forever, as Ryan Lomberg said. Every guy on that team's a champion forever. They ride together forever, and a guy that's never going to have to pay for a drink here in South Florida.
James Hall, FloridaPanthers.com. Thank you very much for stopping by, sir. Panthers trail the Red Wings 4-2. The JetBlue Out-of-Town scoreboard next on the Florida Panthers Radio Network, presented by Baptist Health.
Just like being on the ice, parenthood is full of thrills, spills, and even chills. But whether it's illness or injury, our pediatric experts at Broward Health are ready to assist with a broad range of specialty care for your child. As the official pediatric hospital of the Florida Panthers, we know keeping kids healthy and happy is a team effort, and we're always on your team. Broward Health, well into your future.
Your fishing gear's loaded, lunch is packed, the boat's gassed up, everything you need for an awesome day on the water. Well, not everything. You should also bring along your boating safety education. So be sure to take a Florida boating safety course. Know before you go. Do it for yourself. Do it for your family. You'll have more fun out on the water. You can take a course in a classroom or online. To learn more, visit Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission at myfwc.com.
We have some breaking news that you Panthers fans are going to want to hear. It's official. SeatGeek is now the official ticketing partner of the Florida Panthers. That's right. The deal is finalized, and SeatGeek is the newest member of the Panthers family. If you haven't heard the name yet, get used to it, because you'll be hearing it a lot more this season. SeatGeek, the new official ticketing partner of the Florida Panthers. Your ticket to great Panthers seats.
Let's talk goals. You don't have to be a professional athlete to achieve them. You just need the right partner for the assist. And when it comes to your facility's landscape, there's no one better than Brightview, the official lawn care partner of the Florida Panthers. Go to brightview.com to see how our commercial landscape services can help you achieve your goals. Or call 844-235-7778 to set up your free consultation. That's 844-235-7778 or brightview.com.
Second intermission continues at Amerant Bank Arena. Panthers trail the Red Wings 4-2. Kevin Rogers with you. Quick look at the JetBlue out-of-town scoreboard. JetBlue, you above all. The Devils ahead of the Maple Leafs 2-1. Second intermission in Toronto. Capitals and Senators scoreless in the third. The Lightning ahead of the Ducks 3-2 at the second intermission. Columbus leads San Jose 3-0 early in the third. Flyers and Islanders tied up at 1 in the second. In a couple games, the first intermission, the Blues lead the Flames 3-0. Nashville 1, Chicago 0. Canadians and Stars knotted up at 1 at the end of 1, and Seattle leads Winnipeg 1-0 after 20 minutes of play. Up next, it is the world-famous former Twitter segment. Get your tweets and X's in for Doug. Up next, Panthers trail the Red Wings 4-2 after 2 right here on the Florida Panthers Radio Network, presented by Baptist Health.
We often welcome people as a standard greeting. It's become as common as greeting another with a hello. At Baptist Health, being welcome has far deeper meaning. So welcome to the warmer side of care, where we advance innovation and treatments through research while educating the next generation of experts all close to home. Here, the sun shines through each one of us as we stand by each one of you. Welcome to the warmer side of care. Welcome to Baptist Health.
Attention sports fans, when it comes to your health, don't just play defense, make the winning move with Solstice Dental Insurance. Whether you're looking for a PPO, HMO, or discount plan, Solstice has you covered. Our unique comprehensive dental and vision products ensure that you get the extensive coverage you need, all at an affordable price. With a national network and top-tier customer service, Solstice is your go-to teammate for championship smiles and clear vision. Join the winning team. Call Solstice today, 877-760-2247 or solsticebenefits.com and score big on your dental insurance.
Let's talk goals. You don't have to be a professional athlete to achieve them. You just need the right partner for the assist. And when it comes to your facility's landscape, there's no one better than Brightview, the official lawn care partner of the Florida Panthers. Go to brightview.com to see how our commercial landscape services can help you achieve your goals. Or call 844-235-7778 to set up your free consultation. That's 844-235-7778 or brightview.com.
Metro Group Miami, corporate partner of the Florida Panthers. The home of Metro Signs and Metro Wraps has been South Florida's business choice for quality signs and graphics for over 34 years. No sign is too big or too small for the experts at Metro. They bring brands to life. Call them today, 954-983-6662, 954-983-6662. Visit MetroGroupMiami.com to learn what they can do for you. Metro Group Miami, your everything team.
4-2 Red Wings over the Panthers. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification here on the Florida Panthers Radio Network, presented by Baptist Health.
The world's greatest coverage.
Taves 3-on-1. Taves, Lee, scores!
Sirius XM NHL Network Radio. AIS HD2 Boca Raton.
Third period coming up, 4-2 Detroit Panthers, a short power play to start the period. Doug Plagans, Billy Lindsay with you. You can tweet the broadcast, world-famous former Twitter segment. We've got Rob in Massachusetts, has us tuned in and synced up with the ESPN broadcast this evening. Kurt, South Carolina, Twitter captain with us. Josh in Pembroke Pines. Sean the Hawk inside the arena. Dr. Greg is tuned in on Sirius XM app and streaming 931. Matt in Port St. Lucie. Matt and Dina in Port St. Lucie. Thanks for being on board with us. Scott the Cop / Marine tuned in Northeast Georgia. Special hello and a thank you to all the police, fire, medical personnel, military we have tuned in tonight. Thanks for what you do. Thanks for making Panthers hockey a part of your night. Ryan, Thief River Falls, Minnesota on the Panthers app. Gil in Houston, Sirius XM is where he's listening. Dino in Utah tuned in tonight. Third period next, 4-2 Detroit on the Florida Panthers Radio Network, presented by Baptist Health.
Hey Panthers fans, get ready to score big with Jiffy Lube, the official oil change of your Florida Panthers. Just like our team on the ice, we're faster than ever. Skate by for an oil change or any other vehicle maintenance service you may need. You never need an appointment. Keep your ride as strong as our Panthers. We're here to keep you moving. For coupons and locations, go to JiffyLubeSpecials.com. Jiffy Lube, the official oil change of the Florida Panthers.
Just like being on the ice, parenthood is full of thrills, spills, and even chills. But whether it's illness or injury, our pediatric experts at Broward Health are ready to assist with a broad range of specialty care for your child. As the official pediatric hospital of the Florida Panthers, we know keeping kids healthy and happy is a team effort, and we're always on your team. Broward Health, well into your future.
Ready to go, 4-2 Detroit over the Panthers here as we get ready for the start of the third. Kirby in Pennsylvania also tuned in. He tweets in, listening, SiriusXM app and streaming 931. If you have the SiriusXM app, channel 931 always has our broadcast every game, so something to keep in mind. Puck dumped down by Siders. We're off and running here in the third period, so it's worked into the Panthers zone. Late stages of the power play presented by Seminole Casino, Coconut Creek. Forsling across center. He'll play it in down to our left. Around the end board, Sider on it, and he'll swing it up the near side. Panthers trying to erase a 2-goal deficit. Back to 5-on-5 hockey we go here. Detroit gets its man out of the box. Up the far side, Kulikov's pass did not connect. Dump back in by Casper. Down to our right behind the net, Spencer Knight. He'll fling it around near side. Larkin kept it in. Casper on the end boards. Kulikov on him. They battle, and then Raymond on the puck. He'll try to center for Larkin. That bounced away. Kachuk around the end boards. Kulikov up the far side. Dropped it back deeply in his own zone for Forsling. Panthers get some fresh legs out. We've gone just about a minute here in the third. It's 4-2 Detroit.
Already dropping back into that defensive posture, that 1-2-2 through the middle of the ice, and a couple of turnovers already by the Panthers. You got to be able to get through that neutral zone and start going to work.
Oh, point shot wide, and the Panthers able to work it into the neutral zone, and Jesper Boquist out across the Red Wing line. He'll play it down behind the Detroit net. Gustafsson up the far side. Berggren tied up over on the inboards. Panthers able to hold it down low. Back behind the net. Talbot, the goaltender, to the far corner. Gustafsson, he will flip one high in the air. And Bjornfoot backed up for the Panthers near side for Boquist. Dumped in down to our left. Back behind the goal. It's Gustafsson. Verhaeghe picked his pocket. Verhaeghe near circle. Bjornfoot. A shot. A save made by Talbot, who came out beyond the top of the goal crease to absorb that. 18-18 left in the third. 4-2 Detroit. Cam Talbot, he didn't start Detroit's last game, but prior to that, he had started 4 straight, and he won them all.
Very comfortable. Third time under Todd McClellan as a coach. They've been together and partner. Probably feels really good, and they've tightened up. And Palmer said this morning they're expected goals against at 5-on-5 among the best since Todd McClellan's takeover. That will help out any goaltender. But Cam Talbot has been out a long time for a bunch of different teams out of Alabama, Huntsville. Who can believe that?
Down to our right, Bjornfoot after it, and he'll take it back behind the goal. Bjornfoot through the far circle, a takeaway, and now Kane in front all alone, and he stick-handled a little too long, and Spencer Knight able to get on top of that as Kane ran out of space, and he's not a guy who typically needs much space, but even he got a little too close to the goal crease for his comfort there. It was DeBrincat who forced that turnover from Bjornfoot.
Panthers burped the puck over. Bjornfoot has got to be able to get that out, and DeBrincat down low to Patrick Kane, and tight real estate. Usually you see him there, and tried to dust it off a couple of times and stick handle. He can stick handle in phone booths, but eventually just lost control of it. Spencer Knight able to put a glove on it. He's dangerous and tight too. He shoots it. He could roof it up quickly. This time he tried to stick handle out of his way of a problem. Stick handle his way into a problem.
Now the Red Wings charge in, Kopp across, Kane and his skates can't handle it. And the Panthers back the other way. It's A.J. Greer. A collision, meanwhile, DeBrincat Rodriguez. Rodriguez gets back to his feet. Meanwhile, down to our left, Kane disrupts a play on the back check. He'll lug it out through center. Dumps it in for Detroit. Down and around the end boards. Rodriguez, DeBrincat near side. They tussle a little bit. And now they grab onto one another. And DeBrincat dropped the glove, so does Rodriguez, and these two are going to require linesmen to separate them. Not the first time on the shift that the two of them made contact, and the conversation ongoing between the two of them now is they're ultimately separated.
There's a collision between both of them, and Rodriguez not happy with it. DeBrincat, they get together near the end of the shift, grab each other, and probably a couple each for roughing. I think got a good look at the first collision that they had there in the middle of the ice. Ends up a couple of minutes each for roughing. They're going to see some 4-on-4 action. Big check down low. There, Rodriguez felt he came up a little high. There was a collision with DeBrincat in the middle of the ice everywhere. There's bodies kind of going everywhere that shift. So we'll run by DeBrincat, and Rodriguez takes exception to it.
2.5 minutes gone by, third period, 4-2 Detroit. These two teams only play each other 3 times this season, and this is the first of the 3 matchups. The other two, April 6th at Detroit, April 10th here, Billy. Yeah. So if, there could be some positioning on the line, let's say, when those two matchups take place. Forsling hands to Barkov. He'll bring it up the near side. Lots of open ice here as Barkov takes it in offensively. It's pulled away by Sider. Larkin far boards to Raymond, and he will work it out to center ice. Raymond dumps it in for Detroit. Kulikov on him. Loose puck to the end boards. Forsling lost his footing. Larkin to the near point. Sider there. Sider to Larkin. Has some space. Larkin straight on. Shot in the blocker save made by Spencer Knight. Puck angled to the far corner. Forsling for Barkov. And then Reinhart swoops back inside his own line. 16:45 to go in the third. 4-2 Detroit. Nikola for Lundell. Anton Lundell drops it back. It's Verhaeghe. Up to center, right to left across your radio. In goes Carter Verhaeghe, left wing shot. Down to the corner. Verhaeghe swerves away from some pressure out to the line. Schmidt across. It's handled by Nico Mikkola. Down to the far corner. Mikkola, he's run into by Edvinsson. And then over for Detroit is Johansson to grab control of the puck. Plays it up the boards, and with some help from Tarasenko, gets it clear. Now a race down to our right. On to this Comper for Detroit. Sharp angle trying a save made by Spencer Knight. Here on the near side, Comper. He'll wind it around the end boards out to the far point. Action down to our right inside the Panthers zone. Now it's Sider backing into the neutral zone. Has it beyond center. Now up to the Panthers logo at center. Then he peels all the way back inside his own zone as both teams make a change. Sider gets a feed here on the near side. Heads down low and then tries to center. The pass jumps away from the intended man. Sam Bennett out to center ice for the Panthers. A dish to Tkachuk. It's poked away, loose here, right around the blue line, and it's punched along here on the near side by Rasmussen. In from center ice goes Bjornfoot for the Panthers. Up the right side, Sam Bennett scoots by Valeno into the right circle. A shot and a save made by Talbot. Out of the box come Rodriguez and DeBrincat. Over in the far corner, Tkachuk in front. Bennett a try, and it's stopped by Talbot. The follow-up from Rodriguez stopped as well. Behind the net, DeBrincat had it pulled away. Rodriguez, Forsling a drive, and a save is made by Talbot. 15-14 left in the third. 4-2 Detroit in front. Cam Talbot starting to make those big saves a bit more frequently because the Panthers seem to be getting a little bit more traction going in the offensive end.
Yeah, they just lost their total D coverage. Bennett took it hard to the net for the original shot, and then all of a sudden the Red Wings D just got caught chasing. Rasmussen, the forward, was the last guy back, but he was about 5 feet away from Bennett. Bennett got that puck in front of the net, tried to take it from his backhand forehand quickly, and just didn't happen. But the Wings way out of position on that play is their defenseman chasing all over the ice, and Bennett left all alone in front.
Puck played down by DeBrincat, a shot that deflected wide. The Red Wings will try and set up shop. It's Kane here at the near point for Detroit. Down low. Puck rims around DeBrincat, far side. Kulikov plants him into the far boards. And then they tie up over on that far side. Puck still caught in the far corner. Barkov fishes it free. Reinhart up the right side. Rodriguez tapped it into the neutral zone. And the Red Wings reload back at their own line. It's Kane. 14:40 on the clock, third period. 4-2. Detroit in front. Kane straight on. Laid down to our right by Berggren. Back behind the Panthers net, Nate Schmidt has control of the puck. Schmidt off to the near side, pressured by Berggren. Schmidt with it again. Mikkola up the far boards, and as Edvinsson tried to hold it in, he bounced it off a skate. The puck goes into the neutral zone. Recovering was Johansson to play it back inside the Panthers end. Panthers right to left, Detroit left to right. Verhaeghe, long feed, Jesper Boquist threads it to the net, but it was a hair too far for Anton Lundell, and that allowed Talbot a chance to get on top of it to freeze it. 14:09 left in the third. 4-2, Detroit in front.
Detroit's going to let the Panthers come after him, it seems, here in this third period. A lot sitting back in that neutral zone and just kind of giving them maybe some opportunities when they get to go like that. Kane chance on the turnover in front. But a lot of it, if this Panther team can continue at it, it's a lot harder to play defense than it is offense. So the Panthers, this mindset just has to get up, low to high, back to your D, and traffic. We haven't seen enough traffic in front of Cam Talbot. He's seeing a lot of shots.
Now down to our right, it's Raymond after it. Mikkola clubs it away. The Panthers able to work it out to center. Sider across for Sherratt, and he will angle it down to our right inside the Panthers end. Rims around the end boards here on the near side. It's Kasper and Verhaeghe battling for a loose puck here along the near boards. Now Verhaeghe maneuvers it ahead. Mikkola across Mackie Samoskevich. Heads up the wing to the Panthers. Drives it in. Around the end boards it goes. And here on the near side of the ice, this one's going to be picked up and punched along by Raymond out to center. Bjornfoot across for Balinskis. Uvis Balinskis up towards center ice. He will dump it down and around the end wall. Picked up, cleared on by Sider. At center ice, Balinskis intercepts, gives to Luostarinen. The puck's in along the near boards, down to our left, into the near corner. Caught up to and played around by Sherratt. Over on the far side, Samoskevich held it in. He was tied up immediately. Luostarinen to the end boards for Bennett. He was crunched there by Sider. Puck rolled by him. Sherratt in the near corner. Backhand up the near side. Balinskis backs across the line. Long shot, and that one deflects away. Loose to the near corner there. Sent around by Christian Fischer. Bjornfoot pinching in. Keeps it down low. Fischer again on it for Detroit. He will send one long to the neutral zone into the skates of Rasmussen. This one takes a roll straight in on Spencer Knight, who sweeps it aside for Bjornfoot. 12:40 to go in the third. 4-2 Detroit.
We're seeing a lot more of Bjornfoot here in this third period than we did in the first couple of periods. Only played 8 minutes and 16 seconds, 4 minutes of ice time in a couple of first periods, and all of a sudden he's taking a regular shift here in the third.
Puck punch down to our right inside the Panthers zone. It's Kulikov. Up the boards, Reinhart. Pushed it out to center. Justin Hall intercepts, though, for Detroit. Far side, Gustafsson. Gustafsson will play it along the far side into the Panthers bench. So 12:09 left in the third. 4-2 Red Wings. Panthers will try and get this thing tied up. They need 2 to tie when we come back on the Florida Panthers Radio Network, presented by Baptist Health.
We often welcome people as a standard greeting. It's become as common as greeting another with a hello. At Baptist Health, being welcome has far deeper meaning. So welcome to the warmer side of care, where we advance innovation and treatments through research while educating the next generation of experts, all close to home. Here, the sun shines through each one of us as we stand by each one of you. Welcome to the warmer side of care. Welcome to Baptist Health.
If you have unfiled taxes or are in debt to the IRS, this is important news. Did you know the IRS has programs specifically designed to help people struggling with tax debt? Powerful tax assistance programs that can save you thousands if you qualify. No one knows these programs better than the experts at Optima Tax Relief, America's most trusted tax resolution firm, A-rated by the Better Business Bureau. Their award-winning team of tax attorneys and licensed professionals have resolved over $1 billion of tax debt for their clients. One call to Optima can start the process, helping to end your worries about wage garnishment, asset seizure, and other IRS actions. Make sure you're getting the best options to solve your tax problems. Call the experts at Optima today for a free confidential consultation.
Call 800-783-8055. That's 800-783-8055. 800-783-8055.
Optima Tax Relief. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
12:09 to go here in this third period of action. Panthers trailing the Red Wings by a 4-2 score. Doug Plagans, Billy Lindsay, Kevin Rogers with you. Don't miss a chance to get the limited edition Sergei Bobrovsky bobblehead ticket package. Secure tickets to 4 games and an exclusive bobblehead starting at $125. Package available at FloridaPanthers.com. Puck played down to our left inside the Red Wings zone. Ben Sherratt around the end boards, off the glass, out of the zone, down to our right. A race for this one. And it's an icing call against Detroit. 11:57 to go. Third period, 4-2. Detroit in front. Panthers fans join the 93 Society email club. Stay up to date on all things Panthers. Be the first to know about special ticket offers, exclusive events, and more. Sign up at FloridaPanthers.com.
Seen a lot of Bjornfort, Balinskis, and then they come back Forsling, Kulikov. It's been a 4-man D rotation for about the last 5 minutes for the Panthers. We haven't seen Nate Schmidt and Nikola in quite some time.
Keep an eye on that as the puck's played out to the near point. Forsling, near side Reinhardt. Forsling, drive pad save made by the goaltender Talbot. And the Red Wings charge along. It's Sider. Backhand down to our right. Behind the Panthers net, it's scooped up by Forsling. Bolts ahead, pass to Tkachuk, a little far, intercepted. Raymond to Larkin, then he lost control of it. Tkachuk tried to drop it back for the defense, and that one missed the mark. Spencer Knight will make a play on this. His pass near side, taken away. Raymond to the net, tipped wide by Casper. And over in the far boards, handled by Reinhardt. Cross ice to Forsling, gains center and plays it in. Over on the far side, Verhaeghe pressuring in, down to Barkov. Verhaeghe, he was tripped upside of the net, not going to get a call there. And Larkin will wind it back the other way. Over on the far boards, Casper able to nudge one out to center past Kulikov, and that'll force the Panthers to have to reload inside their own blue line. Forsling looks near side as Jesper Boquist shakes his way up the near wing. He's taken down by Johansson. Puck rolled out front for Verhaeghe to Lundell, and he couldn't get a shot away in close. Patrick Kane, rink-wide feed on a bounce. Edmondson takes over for Detroit, and he'll play it up that far side. Nate Schmidt on it there. Schmidt outlets to Lundell. Up the far boards, Kopp in against Lundell. The puck hops away. Schmidt leaves it back for Nico Mikkola. Mikkola here on the near side. Will get across center. He dumps it in. Samoskevich behind the net. Looking for Sam Bennett. Didn't find him with the pass. And the puck eventually worked cross ice by DeBrincat. Kane here on the near side. Looks to stick handle out of trouble. Lobs a backhand up the near boards. Down to our right. Schmidt on it. And he will launch one on for Samoskevich. Hanky Samoskevich into the offensive end. Sam Bennett into the near circle. Lost the handle. Samoskevich tried to center it for Luostarine, and that didn't connect. Samoskevich here on the near side. He's tied up. Loose puck along the boards. Picked up and sent out of the zone. Down to our right by Christian Fischer. Balinskis back for the Panthers to Bjornfot. Bjornfot near side. He'll spot Luostarinen. Luostarinen able to nudge one out beyond the line. That'll force the Red Wings to backpedal a bit. Ben Sherratt dumps it down, and this one goes around the end boards. Bjornfot here on the near side for the Panthers. He'll give to Evan Rodriguez. Puck play deep into the offensive end. Far side of the ice, Sherratt looks to clear. Went off Forsling. Second chance, Tarasenko did get it out. 9:25 to go, third period. 4-2 Detroit. Rodriguez up the near wing. Dropped it back, recovers, shot wide, and it rims around. Far boards, Kulikov down to the end wall, handled by Greer. Rodriguez here on the near side in front of chance, and it's wired wide from Tomas Nosek. Behind the net is Greer. A.J. Greer for the Panthers. Near point Forsling, a shot, and that one is gloved down by Talbot. He'll hold it. 9:03 to go in the third. 4-2. Detroit in front. Back with more third period action next on the Florida Panthers Radio Network, presented by Baptist Health.
Cheers to champions. Manos Wine has teamed up with the Florida Panthers to celebrate the 2024 Stanley Cup champions. Introducing our exclusive collection of deep-etched, hand-painted wines and sparkling metallic red bubbly, each featuring unique championship designs. Whether you're toasting to victory at home or celebrating with friends, these limited edition bottles are a must-have for every Panthers fan. Shop now at manoswine.com or find us at your local liquor store. Raise your glass to the champions, because every victory deserves a great wine.
There's a problem
problem if you drink and drive a boat. It never just affects you. Boating under the influence is illegal and dangerous. Save lives by staying sober. Learn more about Florida's boating laws at myfwc.com. Brought to you by the FWC Division of Law Enforcement.
Make pet care stress-free with Pet Meds, official partner of the Florida Panthers and trusted platform for pet health. From puppies and kittens to seniors, Pet Meds offers top brands for healthy foods, flea and tick prevention, medications, and more. Every order comes with a surprise for your furry family. Don't miss Dr. Cuddle's Ready Rescue, a must-have detoxifier for emergencies. Visit petmeds.com and use promo code Panthers for 20% off site-wide. Pet Meds, care you trust to keep pets happy and healthy throughout their lives.
9:03 to go. Third period, 4-2 Detroit in front of the Panthers. An interesting one here, Billy, because you feel like if the Panthers get one at some point in short order, I know there's still 9:03 to play. That's a good chunk of time, but you don't want to wait too long. If they get one, though, they could turn this thing upside down.
Yeah, but the first, it's the momentum building shifts. They've got to so far, the Red Wings have been able to clog up the neutral zone when it gets down into the Detroit end. The 50-50 puck battle, just bouncing it out. Panthers unable to really establish that forechecking pressure that they desperately need here in the third.
Red Wings opportunistic tonight. The power play came in as advertised, cashed in 3 times. Up the far side, Detroit gets a clear from their own end. Panthers right to left, Detroit left to right. Here in this third period of action, Sider high in the air, down to our right inside the Panthers zone. Nate Schmidt into a tie-up. On the loose puck is Evan Rodriguez. He'll drag it out to the neutral zone, gains the Panthers logo at center and sends it in. Around the end boards then, Sider sends it around, far side. Rodriguez on the forecheck. He'll take over for the Panthers, gives to Verhaeghe, drags it to the side of the net and just couldn't get a clean shot away before the puck was poked away and cleared down to our right. This is going to go wide of the Panthers' net. An icing call against the Red Wings. 8:25 to go, third period, 4-2. Detroit in front. Panthers fans, the Baptist Health Iceplex at FTL War Memorial. It's open and ready for you. Skate sessions, hockey programs for kids and adults, curling and more. Come and enjoy this brand new community gym in the heart of downtown Fort Lauderdale. FTLWarMemorial.com is where to go.
The one holdover from the coaching staff from Derek London when they released the staff was Alex Tangay, and he runs the power play. A long-time NHLer, successful, very smart hockey mind. Had the pleasure of working with him at NHL Network for a while. But he knows about the power play. He's in charge of it, and it's working. Good thing they kept him on the staff.
Kulikov up the far side, and then the puck bounces away from Reinhart. The Panthers will have to restart back inside their own blue line. Panthers right to left, Detroit left to right. 8:05 to go, third period. 4-2 Detroit. In go the Panthers. Far side of the ice. The entry to the zone disrupted right there at the line. Now Barkov will play it in down to our left. Johansson for Detroit. He will clear successfully out to center. Kane had it sliced away by Forsling. Barkov, backhand feed Kulikov into the offensive end. Long shot. The whistle blows. Offside call. And that will bring up a face-off with 7:46 to play in this third period of action. 30-19. The Panthers opening up a pretty sizable lead in the shots on net so far in this one. And if you're joining us late, Sergei Bobrovsky did start the game after the fourth Detroit goal, the Marco Kasper goal that came at the 15:41 mark of the second. Panthers head coach Paul Maurice elected to hand the keys over to Spencer Knight.
No one stung that Kasper goal. It's 3-2. The Panthers were able to crawl back from 2 one-goal deficits, but extend it to 2, and Panthers haven't been on the board since.
Far circle, Samoskevich, high slot, Bjornfoot a shot. That one wide, Bennett side of the goal, jams it on net, and it's still loose, whacked that in close. Bennett looking for it, so was Samoskevich, so was Luostarinen, but getting on it first was the goaltender Talbot to smother it with 7:24 to go in the third. 4-2 Red Wings.
Bjornfort's getting some duty, and he gets it right in the high slot here, able to creep in. He tries to go high on Talbot, right around the ear hole. It goes wide, bounces back off the end boards, and Bennett just swinging away at the side of the net. Talbot able to hold his ground. But that was better on that shot. Luostarinen on that Bjornfort shot was camped out right in front of Talbot, creating the screen.
Samoskevich off the Panthers face-off win. Takes it down behind the net. Near corner, Mikkola try for a sharp angle. Loose puck after a stick save made by Talbot. It stays loose down here in the corner. And on it is Johansson for the Red Wings. He'll play it around far side. Nate Schmidt pinching in. Has it along the far boards. Eventually the puck cleared out beyond the line. Panthers quick to regather. Bennett for Mikkola overskates it, and it's jammed along by Raymond right into a maze of bodies over there on the far boards, right between the benches. Puck squirts back to the Panthers line. Yep, there's going to be a penalty coming against Detroit.
Yep, Panthers are going to get a power play.
Huge opportunity on the way then. Kachuk in for Reinhardt. He'll play it down to the far corner, and that's going to bounce right to the goaltender Talbot, who covers it.
High sticking call, I guess.
Yeah, that had to be Sam Reinhart realizing just got to get to this power play as quickly as possible.
Yeah. Getting the stick dumped on it. There's a confusion by the bench. They had about 6-7 players on the ice. That's why I thought it was too many men on the ice at first.
High sticking the call.
Everyone trying to get off. It's going to be high sticking, and
looks like it's going to be the
Lucas Raymond is the guilty party. Cut the low screen up high. So this is the opportunity you're looking and waiting for, and time for your power play to come through. Detroit's power play, and you're going against one of the worst penalty-killing groups in the NHL. It's time to slice and dice and get this game within one.
Face off near circle down to our left off the draw. A pass from Verhaeghe splits the point man, and Kachuk will have to field it out around center. He's going to rip it in. Around it goes. Sider on it first. He's not able to clear. Schmidt down to the end boards. Barkov over to the far side. Kachuk backhand feed Schmidt at the line. Kachuk, Schmidt now. Schmidt has it at the blue line. Takes a look. Barkov top of the right circle. Barkov backpedals a bit. Off to the far boards. To the top of the circle again. Down low. Kachuk in close. Barkov down to Kachuk. Bottom of the right circle. A shot off the outside of the iron. Kachuk out to the far point. Barkov along the boards. Then Verhaeghe. Kachuk out of the right corner. Bottom of the circle. Looks in front. Reinhardt a shot. The rebound. Talbot a couple of huge saves. And Kachuk keeps it alive. Here on the near board. Schmidt out at the point. Down to the corner. Reinhardt out to Schmidt. Schmidt across for Barkov. Barkov right circle. Kachuk has it in the circle then. A shot he tried to go high. Just missed wide. Rims around. Funny bounce right to Sider though. And he will loft it all the way down.
They found Reinhardt in the hot pocket where he likes it between the 4 penalty killers. Gets the shot and then the rebound by Kachuk. That was the opportunity you wanted and were looking for.
Balinskis up the right side. Dropped off for Reinhardt. Reinhardt for Barkov to the offensive end. 37 seconds in this Panthers power play presented by Seminole Casino Coconut Creek. Dylan Larkin will clear. Rubas Balinskis back after it. Zooms it along. Dropped off for Sam Bennett. Bennett through the neutral zone. High slot. Left circle. Lundell a try and a save made by the goaltender Talbot. And immediately the puck cleared down. Well, it hasn't been for the lack of opportunities here, Billy.
No, Talbot's becoming a story here in the third. He's made some really good saves.
Bennett in offensively. Lundell near circle. High slot. A chance. Samoskevich and the shot blocked by Kopp. Over on the far side, it's Bennett. Out to the line, Balinskis. Wrist shot, save made by Talbot. Loose in the near circle. The Red Wings get Raymond back. So 5-on-5 hockey once again. As the puck's played down to our right, going to be an icing call. 4:28 left in the third. 4-2. Detroit remains out in front.
Talbot's been gigantic in that save on Reinhardt and the bumper. And then the second opportunity by Kachuk came wailing away. Went off the left pad twice and to his quick Johnny on the spot. Cam Talbot's been up and down. He's been a starter. He's been all over the place. But he's a veteran in net. Been a big storyline here in this third period. As Panthers now up to 36 shots on net.
You mentioned the Hot Pocket, Billy. You had a favorite flavor of those things?
I don't know. I mean, the bumper is getting worn out for me or whatever, so trying to come up with different names. I've heard the bumper a million times. So Hot Pocket, it's the honey hole for fishing, whatever.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I like the pizza Hot Pocket.
Yeah, the ham and cheese. I think those are the only two I've ever had. Puck backhanded out along the far side by Sider all the way down. They made the breakfast ones.
Yeah,
I'm sure I ever tried those.
Yeah, I wasn't deep in the Hot Pockets.
Forsling through the neutral zone. It's sent down. That deflects up and out of play. And with 4:09 to go in the third, 4-2 Detroit. We will have a stoppage and immediate timeout upcoming. So, Panthers a 36-19 edge on the shots on net. They're starting to throw everything at Cam Talbot, and as Billy alluded to, he has become a story in this one. Well, the Panthers will look for two in short order when we come back. 4:09 left in the third on the Florida Panthers Radio Network, presented by Baptist Health.
We often welcome people as a standard greeting. It's become as common as greeting another with a hello. At Baptist Health, being welcome has far deeper meaning. So welcome to the warmer side of care, where we advance innovation and treatments through research while educating the next generation of experts all close to home. Here, the sun shines through each one of us as we stand by each one of you. Welcome to the warmer side of care. Welcome to Baptist Health.
We have some breaking news that you Panthers fans are going to want to hear. It's official. SeatGeek is now the official ticketing partner of the Florida Panthers. That's right. The deal is finalized, and SeatGeek is the newest member of the Panthers family. If you haven't heard the name yet, get used to it, because you'll be hearing it a lot more this season. SeatGeek, the new official ticketing partner of the Florida Panthers. Your ticket to great Panthers seats.
Catch your Florida Panthers and Amerant Bank Arena world-class shows and events in the most premium setting in South Florida. Our private and exclusive suites, as well as our all-inclusive clubs, including Amerant Vault and Corona Beach House, offering multiple ways to forge unforgettable connections with friends, family, employees, and top clients. You'll never want to experience a game or concert any other way. For more information, visit FloridaPanthers.com or call 954-835-PUCK today.
To go in the third period, 4-2 Detroit over the Panthers. 34 saves on 36 shots for Cam Talbot, and he's become a big part of the storyline here as this game's gone along. Billy, that's a guy that some people thought should have gotten Four Nations consideration for Team Canada, and he's put together a good career, and it feels like he's been a lot of places where he's kind of been the placeholder guy in a lot of people's eyes, and every time he's become available, there's been somebody looking for his services.
You definitely want him as a goalie, whether starter or backup in some capacity. He fits both roles capable, because if his starter did happen to go down, he had a 73-game season in Edmonton, followed by 69. There's one time he's playing the most games in the league.
Now here on the near side, it's shoveled along by Rodriguez. Down to our left, Sherratt up the boards. He will clear all the way down.
They got waved off.
And, yeah, that's going to... We're going to continue on. No icing there. Mikkola brings it out from behind the net. Off to the far side of the ice, Reinhart. Knight to the bench. Panthers looking for two. The extra attacker on a rebound try from Mikkola, and a save made by Talbot again. And another big one with 3:20 left in the third. 4-2 Detroit. Oh, he said it in the break there. I mentioned to you, Billy, 35 saves now for Talbot. And if the Red Wings are going to hold off the Panthers in this game, he's probably going to have to stop 38 to 40 shots.
Yeah. Just a long shot from Reinhart and the big rebound. And what you see from Talbot, even though he gave up a pretty bad rebound there, ends up on the stick of Mikkola, there's just not a lot of wasted movement. You can tell he's been around the league a long time. He's not swimming in the net, positionally sound, and you don't have to be super athletic when you're that dialed in with your positioning.
Here's Schmidt, long shot save, Talbot rebound in front, battle for Verhaeghe to the corner, Barkov on it. Talbot, the 37-year-old veteran, he's remained calm here in this one. Red Wings, couple of chances potentially to get it out, and they weren't able to. See if the Panthers can make them pay. Now here in the near circle. Puck battled for Verhaeghe. Down low, it's Tkachuk. In behind the net, banks it out to the point. Reinhart for Tkachuk, far half wall. Panthers need two in the next 2:50. The net empty down to our right. Down low, it's worked back over to the boards. Reinhart out to the line. Tkachuk a shot. That's wide. Reinhart far boards. Rims it around. Taken away by Sider. And he will flip it into the neutral zone. Tkachuk to Verhaeghe. And then handed back for Nate Schmidt. Near side Tkachuk. Back in up the boards. Bennett full head of steam to the offensive end. Wins a race to it. Over on the far side of the corner, it's Reinhart. Reinhart looks up top. Schmidt. Schmidt across the blue line. Over for Reinhart, right circle, a shot, he rang it off the pipe. Hit the crossbar. Kane will clear. And in the neutral zone, Reinhart back on it.
Let it rip right from the top of the right face-off circle, pull drag, and the Iron Saints Talbot that time.
It did ever. 2:03 left in regulation time. Barkov down to Reinhardt, side of the goal. Jams it on net. And it looks like Talbot has it amid a maze of bodies down there at the side of the net. 1:57 left third period. 4-2 Detroit. Panthers out shooting the Red Wings 38-19, doubling Detroit's shots on net here in this one. And, well, coming into the period, the shots were 20-15 for the Panthers, so 18-4 here in the third.
It's been a bend-don't-break philosophy here in the third period for the Red Wings. They sat back right from the opening draw, relied on trying to get shots from the outside, but mostly Cam Talbot here in this third period.
No, the Red Wings clear. Forsling down to our right, back inside the Panthers zone. Panthers net is empty. Anton Lundell brings it up the near side. Panthers had to get some fresh legs out there. It's played down deep into the Red Wings zone behind the net. Lundell on the forecheck, and now side of the net. Talbot leans out to cover with 95 seconds on the clock. 4-2 Detroit. Paul Maurice is going to get the group of big guns back on.
This game's going to go down as a 5-on-5 beating, a drumming as far as the offensive positioning. Had the puck on your stick. First period was like this third period. The second period is where it got away from the Panthers. Disjointed, some bad penalties. But first and third, they had full possession of the puck. Put a lot of pressure on the goaltender, Cam Talbot. Playing catch-up hockey, though, always a tough recipe for success.
The Red Wings have spent 5 minutes, 54 seconds in this game on the power play. They're 3 for 4 on man advantages, and that's going to potentially be a big storyline in this one as Larkin's going to have a breakaway on the empty net. He scores, and it's 5-2 Red Wings, and with 1:22 left in the third, that is going to likely just about put this one away.
Dylan Larkin, the captain, there's been a resurgence for him as well. Under Todd McClellan, able to get it through the middle of the ice, end up on a breakaway. No one's going to catch Dylan Larkin from behind. Raymond wins a battle with a nifty little play against Barkov. Barkov was trying to pinch down around him, and Raymond was able to just chip it off the wall to himself and then get it to Dylan Larkin, and that makes it 5-2. And this is going to end a 13-game point streak for the Panthers against the Red Wings. They had points in 13 consecutive games against Detroit, and looks like that's going to go by the wayside, unfortunately. And just got down to the bad penalties and special teams.
Bjornfoot plays it in. Action down to our left inside the Red Wings zone. Puck brought off to the near side by Sherratt. Clears to center. Bjornfoot back in. Right side. Here's Rodriguez. Rodriguez for Greer. Right circle. Nosek a shot. That deflects away. Here's Balinskis down to the corner and back behind the net. Nosek right side. A shot in. Rodriguez stopped by Talbot. He will hold that. The 40th Panthers shot, I believe. Yes, that is the case. So 5-2 Detroit. The Panthers out shooting the Red Wings 40-20.
Double up the shots. It's the scoreboard board. There's certain areas you can look at, and 40 shots are good, but a lot of those you've been able to see.
Now over on the far boards, Luostrin into the high slot. A shot save. Talbot. The rebound. He stopped that as well as Bennett was crashing in. And now to the near corner. Edmondson up the boards. This one clears the zone. Balinskis will whack it back in. 33 seconds left in the third period. 5-2 Detroit. As the puck's played into the neutral zone. Tapped along. Kulikov back at the Panthers line. Straight on. It's off the stick of Samoskevich and taken away by Veleno. He leaves it back inside the Detroit zone. He backs all the way behind his net does Johansson. Johansson through the near circle. Walks it along. Backhand shoveled ahead. Picked up by Mikkola. He will drive it back down to our left. And the final seconds tick away in this one. The first matchup of the season between the Panthers and the Red Wings. And Detroit takes it tonight by a 5-2 score over the Panthers here at Amerant Bank Arena in Sunrise. So 5-2. The Red Wings win this one. Cats recap shows next. Red Wings 5, the Panthers 2 on the Florida Panthers Radio Network, presented by Baptist Health.
This has been Florida Panthers Hockey. The team coverage doesn't stop now.